What in God's name is going on in here?
52.
Doing it, man. We're back at it. Here we go. Back at it, man.
Joe in the cup.
Yeah, I got the coffee flowing, man. It smells good in here, dude. It smells like Juan Valdez's undercarriage there. Dude, episode 43, man. What do you got? Did you do any 43s?
Dude, I was thinking about it.
I got the best one, dude. I got the best one, dude. I got Troy Polamalu, dude.
Oh, okay. There we
Pittsburgh
go.
Steeler.
Yeah.
So what we do,
Got the hair.
by the way, Caleb's in the house. I got Caleb Hoelscher in the house, man. Our local musician here that's amazing. Caleb, the thing we do, and you've probably seen this, we at the beginning of the show, we try to pick, who wore the athlete, the number 43 jersey. So Troy Polamalu's Brad ass. There was also Dennis Eckersley, Brad Doherty from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Kurt Schilling. Those are some of the good 43s. So that's what we do. Always find a jersey number. But do you have any soccer player that's 43?
Not that I can think of right now.
All right.
Unfortunately, I was
All right.
trying.
Troy
to.
Polamalu. That's
it.
That's the only one I was thinking of.
Yeah, the hair, man, sexiness.
Head and shoulders.
There you go.
Dude, he's killing it with that, dude. He's making a shit ton of money off those.
What kind of football player can have a shampoo conditioner, contract?
I mean,
Other than Troy Polamalu,
I know,
think about it.
That's it, man.
they're still making new commercials with him in it.
Yeah, dude. And he looks the fucking same, dude.
Yeah.
He looks the same.
It's true.
There's this one.
Take that, Tom Brady.
Yeah, no, yeah, no shit.
I don't know if he looks as good as Tom Brady does. But
Brady's going backwards, dude.
Yeah,
Speaking of that, we got, by the time this comes out, hopefully it won't be over for a certain team. But anyway, we're watching a certain game on the TV here, so we're gonna probably lose our minds in between takes here.
yeah.
Dude, it's a 43 episode. Johnny's in the bunker. I think he's got some stuff going on, and Vinny, I think, Vinny's under the weather. So they'll be back. I'm sure everybody will be back next week. But this weekend was great, man. I had a good weekend. I saw a really kick-ass band, the Delta Bombers, out of
Nice.
Huntington Beach, California. Great guys, man. Great group of guys. Man, their guy had a drum solo, like a fucking 3 or 4 drum minute solo. I fucking talk, man. It's the coffee's got me going, dude. The coffee. It's the Dutch Bros
The Dutch
got me
Bros.
going, dude. A drum solo, man. Like a 5-minute drum solo, man. He just fucking killed it. The room, to see a room, everybody's hollering, hooting, and hollering. To see a room be quiet, a group of inebriated adults be quiet and watch a guy go off. It's something. It's something to see. It's something to witness. Anyway, those guys, Delta Bombers, great guys. Thanks for those guys are awesome. I'm looking forward to having them back. Back here at the watering hole. So yeah, man, that was something else, dude. And I gotta thank Vinny for that. Vinny had a hand in having these guys here. Vinny, I wish Vinny would have been here so I could tell him in person that thanks for that. But hell of a show, man. Is that what his name? BJ Franco? Okay. BJ Franco, that talented gentleman, very talented gentleman, man. Those guys just give you a vibe, man. Like you step back into fucking, oh man, the fucking 60s, man. It was just a hell of a feel, man. 50s, 60s. It was just a nice vibe.
Shirts are awesome. I'll give them that much.
Dude.
Too,
Yeah,
man.
dude. Fucking kick ass shit, dude. The guy, I can't remember. I apologize. The guy that was selling the merch, that dude was cool as shit. We talked for a good 20, 30 minutes about just bullshitting like I knew him. It was just a good time. But yeah, great weekend, solid weekend, man. I was watching, dude, I don't know if you guys seen this. Netflix, man, is popping right now. They got 2 things that I watched. Did you see, I don't know if neither one you saw this. It was called the hatchet wielding hitchhiker.
I saw it.
Dude, did you watch
Last
it?
night.
Oh.
Last night. It's fresh on the mind.
Yes, I'm glad you guys watched it.
I'm
Dude,
so happy I
was
watched it.
It was like viral, like original viral shit, dude. Like
I remember when it came. Do you remember when it came out?
No, dude.
Dude, I remember when it came out because I got super stoked that the those guys that auto-tune the news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they did a song with his interview.
Yeah.
Like way back. And I remember when that came out or whatever, and I thought it was so funny, and I was just like, would watch it and I'd go back and watch the original interview or whatever. It was such a big deal. I remember when it went viral.
Dude, the guy,
And I didn't hear anything else about him
Yeah.
until I watched this documentary.
dude, I was like, what the hell is this? Because I never knew nothing about it. Like I never saw it. But then when I started watching, some of it started coming back, but I didn't know who he was.
Mhm.
But it was weird, dude, how shit can turn in 3 months. All that just conspired like that. First, he was a hero and on social media everywhere. Then he was on social media again, but for the wrong reasons,
Yeah. Well, his name is Caleb, so I
that's
I
right.
became an immediate fan.
That's right. I forgot about that.
It kind
What
of
was his name? Kai, right? Kai?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kai.
Kai.
It broke my heart because I was a big fan. I was like, man, I've hung out with this guy before in another lifetime.
Oh,
You
for
know what I
sure, dude.
mean?
He was that
Do
one
you remember
character.
when it came out? Like
Oh yeah,
when that original interview came
oh
out?
yeah.
It was man, it was
2013,
everywhere,
dude.
dude.
It's
It
weird to
was
believe that when
everywhere.
they were showing the memes and shit, I was like, God damn, it's aged. Like 2013, you feel like that was yesterday, dude. It looks like shit. Like the memes look like shit, and the
Yeah.
little.
I still think a 2013 car is like a brand new car, but that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
You
it's
know, it's like,
weird.
oh my gosh.
It's like dated, dude. Like,
And like the footage from this dude's interview, or whatever, looked like it was filmed
looked
with
like
a
shit.
shoe.
Yeah, dude. It looked
Yeah.
like it would look like a fucking beta.
He looked like he was from 2003.
Yeah, he did. He
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Even the
He's
haircut.
like,
I was
he
like,
was-
come on, bud.
He's like, I'm from Dogtown.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was just so good, man. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I liked it because it was just quick. It was like an hour and a half or something. I don't mind when they're quick like that, quick hitters like
Yep.
that. Because I was hoping they didn't turn into a fucking like multi-series.
Yeah,
and shit,
like
you know?
like 6 episodes.
I
or
like
whatever.
those, but I don't. I like those when like on stuff that I do like. but
Yeah.
It's like I'm never gonna watch 6 episodes of something.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
I like the episodic format for like crime documentaries.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind that.
There's
Like
a whole bunch of stuff to get into, and it doesn't feel rushed if they, whatever, try to throw it in 1 hour. But something like this
yeah.
is just kind of like a humor piece or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
So do y'all think
put it
that
in
he
one
late? So he said that the joint he gave the first guy he hatched
Oh yeah.
was like PCP or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. So do y'all think that that dude was just tripping balls for the first time in his life,
I think
and that's why he ran over? It's like started yelling the terrible stuff, and
no,
or do you think he's still an evil person?
I got to be honest. The vibe that I got was that it was a combination of a lot of different things that were happening.
I don't think he's a good person. I think he's still
Yeah.
a bad person.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I think the whole yelling. I don't think people just yell out, "I'm Jesus Christ."
yeah. He may have been on.
Oh no, but that's what they said.
Yeah.
Is like he laced the joint with
Yeah.
something other than weed.
Because I know at the end, I don't know if at the end did it say he had nothing in there? I don't know if it's at the end of the documentary it said he had nothing in there. I don't know. Maybe if he couldn't handle weed. Maybe in general, I think he was just a shit, dipshit.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I don't think he's a good person.
No,
I think
no,
he's a
I
bad
don't think so.
person.
I don't think so either.
It does seem suspicious though that if my memory serves me correct, it does seem suspicious that somebody that does not have a violent history would just randomly like pop off and do something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it does seem a little bit strange. Although you're talking about somebody that's picking up a hitchhiker
I was
and
just-
taking
yeah,
them to
yeah,
whatever. Like I mean,
And then
you got to be a little bit loose.
And then so another thing that got me a little sketchy about it too is because like I was thinking about after I saw the whole thing and he was like okay, so when spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it you're gonna get fucking pissed
Pause the
off.
podcast right now.
Yeah,
Go watch
yeah,
that.
go watch
come
it
right
and then come back.
back.
Yeah, exactly. So when he killed that old man in New Jersey, when he killed that old guy, I feel like he was. This is just me saying this. I think that he got into, maybe selling his body for money, and the old guy, he kind of the next day, Kai regretted what he did, and I think he killed the old man or what have you. So that being said, that he did that sex thing with the old man. This is me saying it. If he had sex with the old man, he probably he was having sex with that cat or whatever, and they just I don't know. It just he's probably selling his body. That's why he picked him up. Because I think that's why that other guy, the initial first guy, picked him up for those reasons, and they were probably getting high, and they were gonna get, they were gonna, do some moose stuff, get loose and do some moose stuff. But I don't know. Like I said,
Since we're dealing our theories out, I'll give you
go
mine.
for it.
I think he had like a flashback of some kind of thing where unfortunately, the older gentleman that died,
The old man,
yeah, I think he kind of might have done something that brought up a previous
Could've been.
flashback.
Yeah.
Because that I guess the cousin in the documentary was talking about how like he'd be fine and then boom he goes
Yeah.
somewhere, but then he'd come back like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I think
I
some
think
words
he-
could have been said or something could have been done that kind of just like snapped
True,
him,
true.
made him go.
I think he. I don't know that he was ever diagnosed with this. Whatever. Talking about Kai,
Mhm.
certainly had some, multiple personality disorder like tendencies, where you got somebody that's just an everyday person, whatever, or maybe even something where it's like a bipolar situation, because he was overly nice and overly affectionate, and then you mood swing to straight up taking
Mhm.
somebody's life. I mean, that's a pretty
Stomping on the head.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. It was pretty
Yeah,
violent.
so I was,
Dude.
I was talking to the wife
Violent.
about it. I'm so happy I watched it last night. 'Cause
Me
I
too,
almost,
dude.
I
Me
almost went
too.
to bed and I'm like, I'm not that tired. I could
Oh, yeah,
probably
It's
dude.
pretty
sneak
interesting.
one
Good,
more
it's
Pretty
in.
good, dude.
interesting.
But I was explaining to her, it's like, I hope to never kill anyone, obviously. But if the day ever did come, I hope it'd be like could stab someone or shoot someone and not literally beat someone to death. I think the
I
beating
couldn't even stab
someone to
It's
somebody.
death,
too, it's
is too
too
much.
much. It's like yeah, you got a lot of aggression in there. The shooting is
Yeah.
just kind of gut reaction or
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
I don't know.
The stabbing though, that's physical.
That's
You know what I mean? Like
thinking
you're
about it, man.
But
actually.
it's not your fist and
Right.
feet.
That's
though,
true,
I
yeah,
guess,
Yeah, I guess he was
I'm not,
stomping a man out, right?
I mean,
He
I've been
broke those.
stabbed, but just kidding, guys.
I
Just
was
kidding.
like, oh man,
I'm
let's
just
get into this. Let's get into the stabbing.
kidding.
Because when he said he broke the orbital bones and shit, I was like, damn,
Yeah.
you're doing some damage, man. Like you're fucking somebody up, dude. But yeah, dude, that's going on, and I don't know if you guys, you probably guys, I don't know if you guys are tennis cats or whatever, but I kind of dig tennis. When I was a kid, I dug tennis, and there's a new episode called it's a docu-series called Breakpoint. Breakpoint is about the new up and coming risers of tennis, up and rising tennis players. There was one particular, and I got my eyes were sunken in, dude, because there was a guy that's on there. His name is Nick Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios out of Australia, dude. Dude's fucking amazing. He's got style, dude. He's like the bad boy of tennis, man.
Bad boy of tennis out of
Oh, dude, you
Australia.
got to see this guy. He's a handsome gentleman, man. You got to check him out. He's an Australian guy, but
I heard his swing's a little bit down under.
I think it
Bad
was,
joke,
dude.
bad
Yeah, no,
joke.
he was a Men at Work. Yes, yes. I love Men at Work, dude. Just kind of thinking about them.
Great song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, the tennis thing is a new program about tennis. They talk about these up and comers, dude. It's so interesting. I'm into it's like 6 series. 6 episodes. I'm in the first episode. He was the first one off the bat, dude.
Did you watch the one about it's called like Home Game or something where it's like it's random sports that aren't like necessarily global,
Mhm.
but they originate from these like little towns, like the one in Spain where it's like 4 teams that just beat each other up.
I haven't
And
seen
there's
that.
like
Mm.
log throwing in Scotland and
Oh,
stuff.
I like that
Mhm.
shit.
And
I used to love that.
there's another sport where they just beat in Africa where they just get naked and beat each other with like 15-foot sticks.
What?
Dude,
And that's just how they show off, and that's how they get the girls.
dude, I could be an all-star over there.
And
I'd be all state over there, dude.
I just
Crazy.
yeah,
It's
and
crazy, dude.
it's like, man, I thought football and basketball and soccer would get you dirty and messed up. Boy, was I
Dude,
wrong.
dude, I gotta watch it. What is it called? Like,
I'll find it and
okay,
send
let
it
me
to
know.
you,
Yeah, because I
man.
want to see that shit, dude. Because I love watching off the wall shit, dude. Like I said, I don't like I said the tennis thing. It was really cool. Like I said, that's just I didn't know that these guys, if they don't win, if they don't win rounds or they don't win these series or these rounds, they don't get paid, man. Like they don't make any money, dude. I
Yeah.
guess kind of like golf. If you don't win,
Yeah, you got. I mean,
you gotta win. You gotta win
gotta
shit.
place,
Yeah, you gotta
yeah.
place to win shit. But it was an interesting series. Just what I saw for dude. These guys, these tennis players now, dude, they're fucking trendy as shit. Dude, they got nice clothes. They got nice gear on and shit. Nice sneakers and shit. Dude, it's like a whole different vibe now from like the John McEnroe days and those old school guys.
Some high ass shorts.
Yeah, dude, like Andre Agassi, like
Sweatband.
he started at that point is when it started that turning point. But now it's like really, it's a whole different ball game, man. They look really cool now, man. They got a bunch of, like I said, the fucking the gear is really cool looking, man. So anyway, I was just looking at those Netflix shows, man. Those are badass, dude. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you guys. I was watching this program, and I don't know, it's called Mutual Combat. And if you're
That's one of the shows I was talking about. No, hold on. Maybe not.
so what it is,
I only watch TV before I'm about to go to sleep, so it's not the
no,
best.
man, dude, that's the worst. That's so mutual combat. There was this. It's a law in Texas, a Texas law. It's a Texas law called mutual combat. If you're having a disagreement with the guy, and you're outside, you go outside the bar, and you guys are gonna fight on the sidewalk. If there's a cop coming up to you guys, seeing you guys are about to start, you say it's mutual combat between us. Cop can't step in, dude, to the law, and
Legal?
you guys can fight. They can't as long as nobody gets.
Or
As long
it's until somebody
like
disagrees.
well, no. If the other guy, if you and me are gonna fight, and I say mutual combat, and you say this, like cool, and the cops here, cop knows we're okay with it, he'll let you fight as long as it doesn't. There's no weapons or something like that. Well, it's just got to be,
or until one of us says, "All right, I'm done."
yeah. Until and if
Yeah,
he
yeah.
sees that one of us is out, then yeah, it's done. But
Got it.
he lets you go, man. Like as long as there's no weapons or there's nothing aggressive, like nothing like an assault where it's like a deadly weapon kind of thing. But yeah, dude, I was listening. I was like, what the hell, dude? It's like a new law or something.
I think
called
it's
mutual-
it's old law
Is it?
actually. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'm not-
Dude, I like that, dude. It's cool, man. Mutual
it's-
combat. I like that name. It should be a good band name, dude.
Yeah,
Mutual
Mutual
combat.
Combat.
I
That'd
went
be
I
badass.
went to Catholic school, and apparently I heard rumors that Catholic school is like down south, closer to Mexico, where they would they had a boxing gym at the school, and if you had a problem with somebody, You could
Dude.
just be like, "We should want to box this out," and they'd be like, "Yeah," and the
Yeah,
nuns
dude.
and the nuns would watch you box it out, and winner was winner, loser was loser, and then you go about your day.
That's
Dude.
what me and my brothers did.
That's the way to do it,
That's what
man.
me and my brothers had boxing gloves. Anytime
Way
we
to
had
do
an
it.
argument, my parents would make us go out in the front yard and we would just fight until
Dude, that's the
somebody
way to
gave
do
up.
it, man. The other thing too, I'm like
Me and my sisters had the same
Yeah.
thing. I'm just
Dude.
kidding. No,
Fight it out. Fight it
Dude.
out, dude.
Hey,
Fight it out.
just-
Beat her up, dude. Beat her
Hey,
up.
shoot.
I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. But,
Your sister's really nice. I met your sister.
she's-
She's
yeah,
a
we-
really nice lady.
Big
Really nice
family,
lady.
huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Big
dude.
family.
Dude, they're amazing. And we'll get into this too. Mom sings too, right?
Yeah, mom.
Dude, mom
was a singer,
sings
yeah.
too,
Very
dude.
cool.
Yeah, dude, they're a talented
cool.
crew, man. The other thing I came across was what was it? The other thing I came across Golden Globes, dude. Did you watch? I don't know if you guys caught the Golden Globes, but I was down, dude, because I saw Data from the Goonies. He got an award, man.
Oh wow,
The
really?
Goonies, yeah, dude. He got an
Yeah.
award, man, for it was cool because like Spielberg was in the audience and he thanked Spielberg for his break with Indiana Jones and shit, dude. It was really cool. It was like for me, I was like, holy shit, like I'm getting fucking old, dude, because this Data looks like he's fucking
He's a grown man.
yeah, dude. He's like 40, whatever he is, 40, 50 years old, whatever he is. But I'm just saying, it was just so cool to see him get an award for. I'm not sure exactly what the movie was or what the.
I remember I liked Goonies because I could say booby.
booby.
I wasn't allowed to say booby
Booby
unless I
traps.
said booby traps.
Yeah, booby traps, man.
Booby.
Boobies.
It's like the first time I learned what asphalt was, so I could say ass.
Ass, yeah, dude. You get
Asphalt. You know, I just felt like
it was risque, dude. It was
Yeah.
risque words.
It was Indiana Jones when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When he said booty traps.
Yeah, yeah.
I always felt like I was cussing when I
yeah,
said booty.
exactly.
When I said booty traps.
Good shit, man. But I just saw that. I just kind of saw that. And then another thing, when I was just watching that, when I saw, I was just Golden Globes changed, dude.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, well, not kid, but when I was just younger, and I used to see the Golden Globes, dude, it was a classy thing. Like it was classy people dressed up.
Yeah.
You know. And now there's like cussing and shit, and it's just like it's weird. It's just like the host was like cussing his ass off, like whatever. I think he's a comedian. Teach his own. It's just
Who was it? Do you remember?
comedian was a black gentleman. I can't remember his
Chris
name.
Rock. Just kidding.
No shit, no.
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Hogan at the game.
yeah.
Hey, my man.
Yeah.
John Daly. Look at this
Oh,
beard,
dude.
man.
Oh, he's a Cowboys fan. Of
Santa
course he
Claus
is.
off
Of course he
duty.
is. So yeah, man. Golden Globes, man. It just changed, man. It's not what it used to be when I used to see the Golden Globes, and
Yeah.
because and then also too, just a little sidebar for that. Lisa Marie Presley passed away. That was crazy, dude. That's insane, dude.
So forgive me. So
No,
is
go ahead.
Golden Globes movies or TV?
Movies.
Movies, right?
So,
Yeah.
So
Huh?
I know there's
But it's
Oh, is
both.
it
Oh
both?
shit, I don't know. Like I
I
said,
know there's Emmys, there's Oscars. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a. I don't.
Emmys is just
know.
TV, and Oscars
Emmys
is
is
just movies,
Emmys is
right?
TV. Yeah, I think the Emmys is TV.
I know
Yeah.
there's MTV Teen Awards.
Oh yeah, Nick
and,
Awards.
know,
You get slimed and
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I love that shit. Yeah, dude. So there's all kinds of shit going on, dude. I guess we'll dude, let's hop in on this. Let's deep dive on Caleb here, man. Caleb
Yeah.
Hoelscher,
Oh,
man.
man.
Dude. So I see you're doing all kinds of stuff, man. You got do the music, do the roofing, and when I met Caleb, shit. Let's see, maybe 2019. I think it was 2019. I met Caleb for the first time. When I saw him, I was like, this guy, I like him. He looks like he could be on an episode. He looked like he could be on the episode of the Dukes of Hazzard, and he would be.
Oh, that was my Daisy Duke. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wearing my cutoff.
Dude, he
thing,
could
yeah.
he could be that guy working at Cooters, working on somebody's brakes, and then you see him at the end of the episode singing at the fucking Boar's Nest, dude. That's when I think about Caleb. That's what I thought when I first saw him, dude. I was like, I liked his vibe about it. So anyway, Caleb, I just like, how'd you get into the music gig, man? How'd you do that? How'd you start doing that, man?
Man, it's always been there. Like my parents have pictures of me in a diaper, wearing a cowboy hat, playing a tennis racket on the
Dude, that's the shit.
on the
Destined.
coffee table. I think
Destined.
the first time, I don't remember this, but my mom said I was like 3 years old at some county fair or rodeo, and a band was playing on a trailer, flatbed trailer, and I said I wanted to sing, and apparently the singer's girlfriend was right next to me. My mom was holding me.
Yeah.
She goes, "You want to sing? I can let you sing." And she grabbed me and brought me. So first time I ever sang in front of people was a few hundred people. I sang "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star"
Nice.
Dude,
before I could
get it,
remember.
dude.
So
That's
I've
awesome.
never it's always been there. I was in the church band, and I was in the first band I was in. I was in choir. I did bells. You know,
Dude.
I was always.
Like
was in-
handbells?
Yeah, I was in theater. You know, if I could be entertaining or singing, I was always doing it.
So
Mhm.
when you get up there, you never have any kind of butterflies.
I'm not
or
gonna say I haven't, but
you get butterflies, or like when,
majority, man. I mean, it's not great, but I can take a shot of tequila or whiskey or something.
get loose.
You're
Even
fine,
out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. Like I said, I always was always envious of like not envious, but just always. It's like they say, an artist, artists like painting artists always want to be a musician. The musician always wants to be an artist. Like they always have that.
Yeah.
Always want to do that thing. It's just like I forgot who it was. Was there's a one of the guys that plays in a band called 10 Years, and he's an art. He wants to be an artist, and I said, dude, you do the best art, man. You're a musician. Like that's the best art, dude. Because like people get to hear you right away. Like art takes a little longer to get established and get your name out there, but, when you're a musician, like, on that scale, people get to hear you and get to hear I know it takes a long time. I know it's not easy, dude. I know it's tough
Yeah,
to
I
get.
think some of the best advice I was ever given though, and this kind of took the butterflies away, was the cooler you feel on stage, the stupider you look. The stupider you feel on stage, the cooler you look.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's when like you just throw your ego out the window, and it's like,
Be you.
my dance moves on my guitar, like it's not the best I know, but if I'm feeling it and I know it look goofy, but then that means the crowd's having a good
Yeah.
time while I'm doing my job. It was when I was like, I'm trying to be cool. I am trying to look cool.
Yeah.
That's when you go like, man, that guy's a douche. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
That's
and
true.
but I've learned that
A
over
lot of truth to
No, that's
that.
good,
over the
man.
years.
No,
Yeah.
man. No, I was always like I said, you guys. I remember seeing you guys when you were with the Tomatoes. Those guys are great too. Those guys. There's a lot of
Well,
talent in there,
I love them all. I
dude.
got nothing
No,
bad to
yeah.
say about them.
No, no, no. Yeah, they're great, dude. I love Fred with his squeeze box, man, and
We're playing together on Thursday, actually. If you
yeah,
want to stop
Fred's
by.
so good. Fred's so cool, man. Like he's talking about cool. Like
Oh, yeah,
he's
exactly.
just
Yeah,
standing there, and
yeah.
he's cool. He's got a squeeze. He's cool. He looks cool, man. He don't have to do anything else. He's just there, and that's it.
And
It's awesome.
if you got an accordion in a band in Texas, people already put you up there with some
You're in.
good names.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're in,
Yeah.
dude. He's great, dude. He's so talented. And then sorry, I always forget. Um,
Casey, Sarah, Steven.
Sarah.
All right.
Sorry. Sarah, just a lot of names, but very talented, man. And like I always told my wife, she always has that '70s look
That's
to her.
Mama Funk. Yeah,
Dude,
she's
she
Mama
looks like
Funk,
she's from
man.
straight from the fucking '70s, dude. It's so cool, man. But yeah, you guys are awesome, man. I love that. That's where I first saw y'all, and I was hooked, man. You guys are cool. And then now the brothers, man. I see the brothers on occasion, and the brothers are talented,
Yeah,
dude.
they're
The
great.
bros
I
are
mean,
talented, man.
it's like, and again, I love the Tomatoes. Like the Tomatoes, kind of like parted ways during COVID, and just because we lost all of our gigs and everyone had to find something else to pay
Sure.
the bills, and when we were able to go back out on the road, it was one of those things where it's like, man, do we really want to do this? People got kids now. People are married
Sure.
now. It's just kind of, we can't
Different
just
vibe.
exactly.
Yeah, I
It's
get it.
we're not 23, 22 anymore, 23 anymore. We're all 30
Get
or
it.
pushing 30s. And so I got no bad blood with them, and
No, they're
they even show up to come play with the brothers sometimes. You know what I mean?
Dude,
So
they're-
it's
That's cool.
they're so good, man. I love all those guys.
and everyone else who played with the Tomatoes too. So there was like Lincoln and Maya and Levi. We
Yeah.
had a couple sometimes when people are in and out, everyone that played with us, I still love all those guys. But
Yeah, you guys are so good. And always love the name, dude, because the name was just so off the wall. It's just
Homegrown
obscure.
Tomatoes,
Yeah, it's just tomatoes, man. It's off the wall and it's different, and
I,
I liked it.
I remember when the Conroe Americana Music Festival, there's like 40, 50 bands named, and there's some bigger bands on that lineup. And I was just hanging. My wife was working at Red Brick Tavern, so I'm just out hanging out front, waiting for her to get off, and drinking a beer. And someone sees the sign with all the band. She goes, "Oh, that band! Oh, they're big! Wow, they're that band." She goes, "Huh, Caleb and the Homegrown Tomatoes. I bet they're fun." I was like, "Yeah, they're pretty cool." And just didn't say anything or nothing.
Yeah.
But she started naming the bands, like bigger bands that are known, and sure enough, she was like, "Oh, huh, Caleb and the Homegrown Tomatoes."
It's a good name, dude. It's a damn good name.
We'll do a couple shows a year.
No, yeah, and I want to go check you guys out. I just always at work, but I need to go check you guys out when you're playing. I love when you guys play like the smaller spots in Conroe, like the corner pub. I love when you guys play because it's
Yeah.
more intimate, and like we can get people. It's not a big ass room; it's a small room. I like that.
Exactly.
I love that.
It's kind of like I like the I mean, I love the honky tonk bars I play sometimes
Mhm.
because it's just a lot of energy. But then I love like tiny bars where everyone's just sitting down,
Mhm.
shutting up and listening
Yeah.
to. 'Cause it's two very different energies. But I go back and forth on which one I like,
Yeah.
more than the other. Because especially when you have like, 30, 40 people, 50 people at the pub, and everyone's sitting down, everyone's looking at you, like there's no one's talking.
No.
That's a great, but then you have like, 50, 60, 70 people at another bar where everyone's dancing, people are yelling, shooting pool. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot of fun too. But I kind of right now in my life, I rather play for people who are just there
for
to
you.
yeah. I mean, sounds conceited to a certain
No, no,
extent,
no,
but
absolutely. It's like when I
It's a
hate,
different vibe. I mean,
I hate when I go to a show or a concert when it's a bigger place, and I hate where people are having a conversation, they're talking, their backs against, facing the band. It's like, dude, these guys are fucking up there sharing the heart with you, man. Pay at least have the respect of, you know,
yeah.
face the stage and have your conversation. But
It
respect.
sucks when I'm going to see my buddy play and like he's playing a song that I've heard 1,000 times. So I care for him,
Yeah,
but I don't want to hear the song again. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like I'll get on my phone for a second and I'm like, man, how many times I've looked into the audience and saw people just sitting there on their phones.
yeah,
You know, it's just
yeah,
like it doesn't break my heart. You know, you move
yeah,
on. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
whatever. But
it's noticeable though.
yeah.
exactly,
It's
yeah,
noticeable.
yeah,
I can imagine it's equated to something similar to um, displaying artwork
Hmm.
for something that's like a community event as opposed to an art festival.
Yeah,
Where like a community event, you're going to get some people that are there to check out the art that's posted and
yeah,
stuff like that, and come check out booths and stuff.
yeah.
Whereas if you go to an art festival, everybody's there to look at the art
Oh
that's on
yeah,
display,
sure.
mhm,
and so I can imagine it's something
Yeah,
similar to that, or like a gallery or something
yeah,
like that. Like
yeah.
it's something similar to that.
Yeah, it sucks because when you go to a certain place, especially when you put art in there's a certain place where we do an art show and it's at a bar and people don't really. It's just like, okay, cool, and you don't get mad at it. You just know that that's not the place for it, But when you do have it in a music or at an art gallery and people are looking at it, then that makes you feel good. But when you're at a bar, you don't take offense to it because people are not there to
yeah.
check out. They're ready to have a beer, have a good
Yeah.
time. They're not really
Actually,
there to have.
I tell artists this. Um, they get like they beat themselves up about not getting the crowd, and it's like, and I beat myself up too for the same reasons. But it's like, so there's like only so many kinds of gigs. There's the gig where they are here for you. They paid the
Yeah,
cover charge. They're here for you.
Yeah.
Or it's the gig where you're the breathing jukebox.
Mm.
right.
Okay. So if it's the jukebox gig, well, guess you're live entertainment, and that's all you're gonna
Mhm.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be great if you can make some tip money. It'd be great if they can hire you back or
But if you have that mental
whatever.
capacity going in, you can kind of prepare yourself for that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I mean, I play at a Blue Jack National, one of Tiger Woods'
Mm.
golf courses over here, and they pay me great. Some of the best money I've made. But I'm playing to people with all the money in the world, and they like me, but it's not like they're ever gonna come to a
no,
show. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I get it.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's a great paying gig, so I do it. But I know, but I w- I've had
You're just their entertainment.
Yeah,
I've had
That's it.
friends who played that gig and gotten let go because they were mad that no one was listening to them.
yeah,
And it's like, come on, man.
yeah,
Like
Mm.
you
yeah,
know, like this is you weren't booked to get fans. You were booked to provide entertainment, and you take the money and run.
yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
but
I can't tell you. I mean, I can't tell you how many gigs I played in the jazz combo that I was in. Where I mean, I'd say 90% of the gigs that were booked is just you're just background music.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're live background music. That's it.
mhm,
And no one, you could go to somebody after after the event, and bet them $1,000 they can't name two songs that you played,
Yeah.
and there's no way they would know because they're not there to listen to you.
No.
They're
there
there
for
for the
you.
event,
Yeah,
and you're just the background music.
Yeah.
We did a gig on the square in downtown Marshall, Texas, and
Marshall, Texas. I played there.
oh yeah, where at?
Marshalls.
Oh, and okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what made up. That's
My buddy is the owner of that place, or
Yeah.
whatever, and he is. But a great stage, outdoor stage there. Well, it was great when it was built. I haven't been there in a while, but
I think I played inside, but I won't say
Oh,
nothing.
okay.
Yeah, I was like,
so-
yeah, it's a great stage. You know, it was packed.
yeah. So we set up on the square, and aside from 20 or 30 local people that knew we were playing and came out to listen or whatever, it was like during a Christmas thing.
Oh, right on.
And Marshall's pretty famous for like Christmas on the Square or whatever. And those just big thing. They put up lights everywhere, and there's booths and a skating rink and like all kinds of stuff. And so there's like tons of people down there, and they could not give a shit. They really honestly could care
Yeah,
less.
yeah.
And it's it would be easy for someone who hasn't experienced that
Mhm.
to take it personally,
Oh, yeah.
and be like, why aren't y'all listening?
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Y'all know about Lukenbach, Texas, right?
Yeah.
Willie and Waylon and the boys.
Mhm.
I got the opportunity to play there several times, but like before they book you for the bigger nights, they put you like on a Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
Or like Sunday from like noon to 4 or something like that. And there'll be lots of people there, but they're all like in and out within the first. They're all they stay and listen to you for 20, 30 minutes, and they roll on to the next whatever they're going for.
Right.
Somebody
No, you're
scored?
good. No, you're good. No, no, no.
No. I thought he
No.
really liked
No.
Luca
My
Bach.
fault.
No, no, no,
And I'm
no,
just
no,
messing.
no,
It's
no,
fine.
no,
It's
no,
fine. It's
no,
fine.
no.
But I remember like I was so proud to say first time playing Lukenbach, Texas. I'm just
That's
like,
the shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's history, man.
now I'm like, man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is our first time playing Lukenbach.
Yeah.
Is it anyone else's first time here at Lukenbach? And everyone raised their hand. I'm like,
shit.
you know, I'm like, okay,
Shit.
we're all just traveling.
You could have been like, we play here all the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things. I'm very happy to play. It was a good
Yeah.
gig. We had a good time. But it's kind of like, oh, this guy's listened to our songs. Oh, he's super into it. And we're playing a whole lot of originals just because we're at Lukenbach and that's what they want. And then they just get up and leave. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, I thought we were connecting.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, they got everything else to
Yeah.
see. You know, they got work tomorrow. You
Yeah.
know, wife and the kids are running around. You know,
Yeah.
but I guess I've been playing stages since I was 16. I'm 28 now, so I won't say professionally for that long,
Mhm.
but I've been on stage for that long. You know, because no one wanted to pay the 17, 18, 19-year-old kid, but I was happy to open up for anybody.
That's so
You
cool.
know, I used to get kicked out. I used to be allowed on stage, play music, and then they kicked me out of the bar.
Gotta go, huh?
Yeah, so that's when you have to like do other stuff in the parking lot to pass the time. So I should have just left. You should just let me stay in the car,
Right?
Or
No
stay in the
shit.
bar.
Stay in the bar.
How
yeah.
about have you ever been to Green? Was it the Green Hall?
Yeah, it was same thing with Green Hall.
Yeah,
Same
you
thing.
did that. Y'all done that? You've
Yes,
done
sir.
that, dude. That's badass, dude. That
I-
was a big. It's big. It's history, man.
And then I'll let you know a fun story. Well, we won Michael Berry's Redneck Idol. That's how we got
Right. That's
Green
right.
Hall and Lukenbach. And so as soon as we did that, a lot of venues were calling us, and it was
That's so
a
cool.
great time. We were hot shit back then, man.
Yeah,
and,
dude. It's good shit, man.
But
Still are, man.
and I was like,
Still
yeah,
are.
we aren't really a band anymore.
Still
But, I
good,
guess,
man. Still good.
But we get a call from Green Hall, and it's like, so they say, can y'all play this day? And like, yes, we can. And I look,
No.
they were nice.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and sure enough, Charlie Robinson's playing that night. I don't know if you know Charlie Robinson, but he's like a Texas
Legend.
legend, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one of my all-time favorites. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm opening up for Charlie. Like,
That's
this is
amazing.
it's gonna be the best night of my life.
Yeah.
And then like we get the email a couple days later. It's like, we want y'all to play from like 2 to 5.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Not on stage, but on like,
Ah.
have y'all been to Green Hall?
No, I haven't been.
Okay, well, like the stage is out here, and then you have like the dancing area, the tables, and here's the bar. We're playing right in front of the bar.
Okay.
Oh, shit, dude.
And I was like, because I got there, because I started setting my stuff up on the stage. I'm like, I'm ready. You know what I mean? Waited my
He's
whole
ready,
life
dude.
for
You're
this.
ready, dude.
And the waiter was like, hey, bud, what you doing, man? I was like, I'm a band. I'm playing here. He goes, yeah, I know you're playing here. I think you're playing over there, though. Like, yeah,
As fuck.
can't do
dude.
that.
That's
So
fuck- you talk about crawl back in the hole and shit.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
crawl.
but honestly,
Wow.
So when I said I played Green Hall, I probably had like 30 people from my direct family
Mhm.
who had never seen me before make the drive from Dallas, from
Oh
Corpus,
shit,
from
that's great.
San Antonio, literally everybody, like my grandma and her sister, you know, made the travel to
Dude,
get
that's
there.
shit.
And it was it was still a great gig, you know, like one of the best. I remember I started that gig with a song I wrote called Family, and we have a set, and we had our start the show with these couple songs, and I walked up to the microphone and literally saw like so many people in my family who, I guess they support you, they share the stuff, they like
Mhm.
it, but that don't make you money. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
get it.
I need people in the seats, but it's not like I'm angry that they don't drive from Dallas every weekend or that they don't drive from Corpus every.
Yeah.
But it was like
Right.
Caleb's playing Green Hall.
Mhm.
It was gonna be a big deal. I walked up to Mike, start crying, like so I just turn around, I'm like, get your shit together, man. Get your
Yeah.
shit, you know.
Damn, dude.
And I was like, hey
Cool.
guys, we're playing Family. I turned around, this song's called Family, and started playing that one, and just threw
Dude.
it away and started. I do that. Like I'm terrible at keeping a set list. I'm a very much like ride the high,
Yeah.
read the
I got
crowd,
you.
go that
Yeah.
way.
Dude, you're a crier, dude. You're like me. I cry.
I'm
If I get the right commercial,
Oh,
I can start
dude.
crying, dude. I don't give a shit, dude. I'm not afraid, dude.
I'm a man about it, you know.
Yeah, dude. No, that's good though. I get very emotional, especially with music. dude.
What kind of commercial?
You know, oh, that's the one.
15 minutes could save you 50% on.
No,
less
it's
than
just
The
No,
Geico. The Geico.
yeah, when he's like that, not Mike. Whatever the tire, when he has a flat little gecko with a tire.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. That it's a Chevrolet commercial where the dad leaves the car for the daughter, and it's like a old hot rod that's left in the barn or something. I can't remember the commercial off
The
the top of my head.
Volkswagen one or
No,
something?
no, a Chevrolet.
Chevy-
And then the daughter drives the car, and what is it that the dad leaves it for her? The wife?
And then and then
The wife died. Yeah.
okay.
It's just a thing because it's like because Chevrolet's really good about their commercials about being with family
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
that. They had a new one now that's I think it's the same kind of vibe, but it's a a black lady, I believe,
It's
and she
that turquoise car that gets
yeah,
passed
yeah, yeah,
down.
yeah.
I know exactly
That
what
one.
you're
So
talking about.
there's that one too. So they have a couple ones that are kind of similar like that, but those get me choked up, man. Because like I
Yeah.
said, I love that shit where it's just tradition to pass something on to your family, pass it on down and shit, dude. So I get choked up on those things, and then sometimes I just get choked up on music. Sometimes where hits you, music hits you right
And
sometimes.
if this is like confession time, uh, I'm a sucker for the like veterans returning home
Yeah,
or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
the airport ones
Like
and shit. Like
oh no, when they show up home and their pets,
The
like
dogs,
oh
live
yeah,
or
the
yeah.
pets. Yeah,
whatever.
that's a rough. Those are rough, dude.
Those
Those are rough.
are
Those are
rough.
They
Man.
only
tough,
show
dude.
dog videos. They never show the cat videos. 'Cause the cat
The
is like,
cat.
Cat could
where
care
you
less.
been?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the cat don't give a shit, dude. He'll throw your turds out of the fucking litter box. He don't give a fuck, dude. No, yeah, that commercials I get going, man. I get crying and shit, man. But that's just me, dude. I'm old school, man. I can cry at a drop of a hat, man. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, so like, you write stuff, right? You write. Is it easy to do that? Is it just
That's a interesting question.
Yeah.
well, like,
Yes
let
and
me
no.
see. Yeah, so like,
There's days I can't shut my mind up. Okay,
okay,
there's days where I wish I could just concentrate on something and not have like this constant melody in my head, this constant thing in my head, But then there's days where man, I need to write a song and I just got nothing.
got nothing.
And then there's days where like I will hear someone say something clever and I'm like, oh, I'm stealing that
Yeah.
and working that and that's all I think about. And there's days like I've sounds crazy, but I've written songs in my sleep to where like I remember my dream enough where I remember the music or it was
Cool.
the words or it was
Mhm.
like the just and it's the muse, it's like you write, you practice, you keep at it so that one day it can be given to you, like when the universe decides, well, here it is.
Yeah.
This will be a great song.
Yeah.
I can tell you,
I'm still waiting on that great song, but
Nah, you got a couple, man. There's a
I
couple that hit hard, man.
suck at writing lyrics. I absolutely cannot write lyrics to save my life.
But
But
music though, right? Yeah.
with music, I can sit down and like my process is almost the complete opposite of that. Like yours is methodical and like
completely
and
methodical. But
like you meditate on ideas and stuff like that. I'm the opposite. I want to start with like a pinprick of an idea and then just get on the roller coaster and just let it develop or whatever. I mean, I write in a day or I don't write. I cannot carry ideas over from day to day.
I think I have a song called Ballad of 14 Pesos, and it's like a 9-minute wild song.
Mhm.
Okay, it's like quote unquote our Freebird, but it's a whole lot more words about how this guy has to kill the devil, get shot. It's just a whole bunch of much, and that took me like 2 years to write.
Jeez.
But I was dedicated because I had an idea, and I wasn't going to give up on it. And I don't tell songwriters to do this. This is terrible advice, just terrible. Like, but it took me that long. But I finally finished it, and I fell in love with it, and it was one of our big songs for a while.
Yeah.
But most of the time I tell people when it comes to songwriting is that just no, it's a songwriting, it's just a hallway of doors, and you choose which ones you want to open, which ones you want to keep shut, and sometimes like I don't think it's smart to hold on to an idea. And it's completely hypocritical of what I just said, but I don't think let the song write itself. So if it starts right here with this idea, that doesn't mean it's going to end here. You should let the song write itself. Wherever the song, it's not like I choose to write a country song or I choose to write a rock song, choose to write a pop song. I have an idea of a song. I start writing it and I let it take it from there. And I've learned this by like saying, "Oh, I love this line.
Yeah.
I have to use this line." And it's like, man, I just shut myself. I just shut all the doors because I just love this one.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's how you should write a song, But
I'll write a line down and be like, man, I love this line. 10 minutes later, I'm like, this is shit.
all the time,
Yeah,
all the
I'm
time.
like, this
Trash.
is awful.
Yeah.
I used to not write anything down because, like in high school and stuff, And after that, I was just like, if I can remember it tomorrow, it's worth remembering.
Yeah.
If I don't remember it, then it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And that's how, like, like Ronnie Van Zant from Leonard Skinner, he didn't write nothing down either. He was kind of like that way. And as a kid, with my mullet and my boots, I was like, I am Ronnie Van Zant. No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Hey, man.
But
That dream, man.
we tried.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
That was my first band, Southbound Saddle Bums, and you never heard them, thank God.
Oh,
I burnt that album, or like I didn't burn it like on a CD. No, I
Like,
set a fire.
yeah, set a
to the
fire.
entire-
Flames,
Destroyed it.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
flame,
embers
yeah.
and stuff.
Um,
Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah.
But as I get older, you start forgetting stuff. So now, like, right at everything, every decently good idea. I think James McMurtry, he's one of my favorite songwriters. Not famous at all,
Mhm.
but just one of the best in the business. He asked me, and he goes, his style of writing is just if he thinks about it and it still bother him at night, he'll go up and write it down. Like
Yeah.
kind of like he's one of my favorite comedians. You know, I used to do drugs, still do. Guy, come on.
Damn it.
Ron White.
No.
That sounds like something he would
It sounded-
say.
it sounded
Oh no, I
around-
used to do drugs. I still do. But
Yeah.
I used
Yeah.
to too. No, that it's a hippopotamus.
Hedberg?
Hedberg, yeah.
Mitch.
Mitch
Mitch
Hedberg.
Hedberg,
Yeah.
yeah.
He said he would write where he tried to convince himself that it's not good enough to write down going to bed at night. Like he'd be like, "Oh, that's a funny joke. It's not that funny. It's not that funny." And he tried to convince himself it's not worth getting out of bed and writing down.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
And I was like, kind of feel that too, to a certain extent. But at the same time, at this point in my life, I write down anything because I'll forget about it. 6 months later, I'll look at it and like, that's exactly what I'm going through that day.
Yeah.
You can just pick that feeling up. 'Cause I write on emotion more than anything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have the idea of the story now. I just have this emotion I'm going through, or I witness, or I'm empathetic to a friend that they're going through something. And I can't, like, I kind of just dwell on that until I can write something and get it out of me. So you said methodical. It's very therapeutical, man. It's very like unfortunately, I've like trapped myself in this place where if I'm going through something, I have to write about it,
Yeah.
or else it's just gonna stay with me.
That's interesting because like the concept of um using it as an outlet, I think, is something that people that don't write, uh it's hard to get that. It's hard to grasp that concept of uh I'll feel better if I can make this into something.
Yeah.
If I can take this, this feeling or whatever, getting super deep. I was
No. You're good, dude.
but like taking like whatever is whatever's happening, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't have to be anything necessarily bad, but like taking something that's happening and like making it into something, not just writing it down, but like building something out of it, is a foreign concept to a lot of people. It's a foreign concept to a lot of musicians.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
but having I think not I think I know that having the ability to construct a song is an art form in itself. Like aside from playing music or singing or whatever, like just being able to construct a song is something,
Yeah.
And I keep trying to pull art into this conversation, because I would assume that a certain technique of how you would draw something or how you would paint something is nothing unless you put it with about 2 or 3 other techniques
Yeah.
to create something that's a painting or a drawing, and that's impressive
Yeah.
to anybody anybody that can't do that,
So to that is like, and I was gonna ask you this kind of the same thing. Is like for me, it's hard. Like when you watch, because I watch so many damn cartoons, I watch so many artists, I watch so many things, so many paintings. So I studied so many paintings in in books and things of that nature. So sometimes in your subconscious, you steal that thing. And you're like, oh fuck, I can't use that because
Yeah.
that belongs to somebody. Does that happen to you? Like when you write a song, does it sound something
Yeah.
like? Does it sound
Oh,
like?
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it sounds like
it's-
something already that exists.
It's so annoying when, like, especially with like with the tomatoes, like Casey and Sarah and Steve and Fred, like they'll show me a song
Mhm.
on the way home from Denver at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Mhm.
and I enjoy it. And then like 3 weeks later, I have this melody in my head, so I start like writing a song to it. I start like going for it, and I'm so proud of it. And I show it to one of them. They're like, "That sounds just like this." And then they played the song. I'm
Shit,
like,
yeah.
"That's where I heard
That's where
it
it is.
from."
That's where it's at, man.
Yeah,
I'm because I thought you think you're. I mean,
Yeah.
what is originality? But
Well, yeah.
and of course you gotta you got to steal when you not steal, but you're gonna sound like somebody.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
your influence.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I
like
get
you
it.
have
Yeah,
certain influences.
yeah.
I have gigs and gigs and gigs of 30-second songs because I'll start something, and then like I said, if I don't at least finish an outline for the idea in 24, I'll say 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, then I'm on to the next thing. I'm like, it's just not working. I don't want to force it or whatever,
Mhm.
and then I'll move on to something else. How many paintings or
Oh
drawings
shit.
do you not finish?
Drawings, dude. There's like a sketchbook full of drawings that are just like, fuck that, and just leave it,
Yeah.
and then go to the next page because throughout throughout a month, I'll go through 30, 40 sketches, and you just
That's what it's
you
like
don't
writing
yeah,
music for
and
me.
you can't do it if you don't feel it. If you don't, because like I'll draw something I'll be on it for like an hour and a half, and I'll draw it, and then I'll be like, oh, this is good. Put it up, close it up. Right before I'm going to bed, I'll take another look at it. Ah, dude, it's trash,
Yeah.
and
I
I
guess
won't ever touch it
I don't know,
again.
the
I won't touch it
difference
again.
is that like I can write songs in my head while working. I can I don't have I can try out. So you can't try out
No.
100 lines,
Yeah.
while you're working over here.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can think about it, but as like I guess I'm blessed and I've actually taught myself like when I'm doing so before I was cleaning roofs and rejuvenating
Yeah.
roofs. I'm not a roofer, by the way, folks. I bring old roofs back to life. There's a
Okay.
difference, but not a
Okay.
big deal.
No. We'll
Um,
get again. I wanted to ask you
but
about that too.
when I was doing that, or when I was cleaning pools, or like working a CNC machine, or different odd jobs I've done, I've always been able to just like have a like nonstop wheel in my head of just song ideas, and like so I've worked
Carousel of ideas.
Yeah, dude, that's Jesus.
nonstop. And
Awesome, dude.
but like I've written some of my best songs. I wrote like I have a song called Railroad Hymn, and it's like a these are songs I don't really play a whole lot. 'Cause they're just like hardcore songwriter songs. It just
Mhm.
tells a big ass story.
Yeah.
And it's and it brings tears to people's eyes. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
But I wrote that like just in my truck, driving.
Yeah.
It was not like I had a guitar
Yeah.
or was with other people. It was just me on the road. I had like this cool idea, and I just kept building and building, and from where I started it to where I ended up, it's a completely different story.
That's great.
And that's kind of like what the songwriting journey for me. It's not so much, or it's the artistic side. It's like don't be like this is what we need to do. Because I've
Mhm.
been in co-writing sessions with people. I used to get paid to co-write, and I kind of got out of it because I'll happily write with somebody, but it's just weird when you're like I don't I don't want to go into that. Just because it's like why I don't want to put my name, like you're hiring me to put my name on something. We're here to get something good, but it's like I'm just writing this song and you're just looking at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been in some great co-writing
Yeah.
sessions. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it's like I'm giving you.
You don't want to be in a co-writing quote unquote situation, and then it ends up just being you writing a song
And
and
they get 50%.
they get
Yeah.
50% of
Right.
it.
I mean, which it would like, but then again, there's a song that Tomatoes recorded, that Casey wrote 100%. But him and I wrote it together. He gives me credit, but he has every single line in that song. I was just helping him guide him
Yeah.
through those lines. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
I don't have I threw out 25 lines at him. He turned every single down, but he didn't take the line. He took the idea and made it better. So like, and that's like I said, I can co-write with people. Like I'm all for that, but it sucks when like someone hires you for a session and they just sit in the room and strum Geo over and over again.
Oh,
And then
shit, dude.
it's like
No input
I'm
and shit.
not.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kinda like, I could do this. I can do this doing anything. I don't
Yeah.
need I don't even need a guitar in my hands.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like
No, I wanted to ask you, okay, and you know this, and you already know this. The summer. That's like my favorite song you do. Is that all you?
yeah, it's on me. Yeah.
That's I that because that's
Guess what I wrote it about?
what's that?
No idea. Literally just
It's a great song, man.
the first line is I still think you're pretty. You still think I'm immature.
Yeah. No, I love it.
And
Dude.
it's like just a boom boom
Yeah,
boom.
dude.
There wasn't a girl that I wrote that for.
Yeah.
There wasn't a
Have you ever?
feeling out that was just like I like this, I
Mhm.
like this, and I didn't know where to go. I hit the harmonic. I just learned when I wrote that. I just started learning about harmonics on guitar. I just started with a,
It is so good, man.
and I was like, oh wow.
So good.
And then when I had that guitar, I had these words. They were not together one random night intoxicated on the back porch. I do them both at the same time, and it worked out great. And I'm like, oh, now I have to write this song. And that's like I said, there wasn't a goal. There wasn't I need to write this story.
Yeah.
It was just sometimes it's words that you put together that rhyme and a really cool melody and a really cool guitar, and it just and then that was originally an acoustic song. Wasn't going to be a full band song.
Because I love it acoustic. That's my favorite shit.
Acoustic,
My favorite, dude.
but, that's one of my favorite songs the full band does. So I completely can't
I gotta,
each their own.
yeah.
But no one want. I guess now that you say that, I think most people like it probably acoustic. Darn it, I love it. The rock and roll
The
version.
reason why I like it is it feels like because like I say, now that I know it's not to anybody or for anybody, but it just there was like raw emotion there, and it felt good, and it just uh, sounds like you're going through something. It sounds deep. It sounds deeper than what it is in it, but it's just that kind of a song that hits.
I should
different.
say, I wrote that about the.
Yeah, right. No. It's a damn good tune, man. I love it. I wanted to ask you. This is one thing I wanted to ask you was, so when I'm doing my artwork or what have you, I don't do anything. I don't do any kind of alcohol, any kind of drugs, because it kind of skews me, and I don't have my. But I know for you, like, what works better for you?
Man, I think I don't have a professional opinion about it because I've definitely wrote sober. I've definitely wrote inebriated.
Okay.
I think so, I mean, I did this. A song I wrote for my grandpa. I wrote that sober as a bird after he passed
Nice.
away. You know what I mean? But then, like one of my newer songs is called "Over It." Chelsea, my wife, she my buddy was playing at a bar down in here in Conroe. Forgot his mic stand. Called me. I was like, yeah, I'll run you a mic stand. We take care of each other. I believe in helping.
Sure.
It's not. I mean, it is a competition. It's not a competition. I think
Yeah.
it's a competition if you want it to be, but I think it's not a competition as long as we can help each other out. When it comes to the local scene and whatnot. And I ended up saying, no, I was like, I won't drink a beer. I'm just gonna come straight home. Well, he buys me a beer. I guess I'll have a beer, and one turns to two, and so on and so on. And I get the text message from the wife. How about you just stay at the bar? Oh shit! I was like, oh, that's not good. So have another beer, then pay my tab and get out of there.
Yeah.
And and I just knew we were gonna be like have an argument or this and that. So I was like psyching myself up for the conversation. I get home and she's sleeping. So I was like, what the heck? And I've already had a couple beers, so I'd have a couple more, and I'm still feeling that emotion. And I didn't write that song sober. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was amped up, ready to defend my right to help out my fellow man, my fellow musician. And she's like, no, it's your off night. You shouldn't be at a bar. You should be home, which is not a bad place to sit as well.
Yeah.
But I was ready, and then a couple of beers turned to a couple more beers and whatnot, and then other stuff came into play. But it's like and that's a great. I love that song. And I could not have wrote that song sober, but there are some songs that I have that there's no way I could write,
Right.
intoxicated or anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think there's I don't know. Let the song write itself. I mean, I don't know. I guess in your form of art, do you ever just have like a canvas and like let the canvas talk to you of what it wants?
Yeah. It just kind
Or
of
do
just
you-
let the strokes happen, man. Just let the
Yeah.
strokes happen. And if something looks like it looks good, then keep going. But if it doesn't, then scratch it. But
Yeah.
the best shit that ever done, it just comes from scratching. Just get the brush and just messing around, and then there's something in there, and you start picking at it, kind of just like a sculpture. You just keep plugging away on it, and then just it falls into place, man. But those are the best ones. But when you're forcing it and you're trying to get it done, and I want to
Yeah,
get this, I want to get this done tonight, and it
Yeah.
looks like shit.
And that's
because
the
you're
thing with
forcing it.
like co-writing sessions
Yeah.
with writing. It's kind of like we're forcing something.
Yeah.
I think there's a guy, Trent Cowie, love him to death, and we were trying to co-write session, but I was on something and he wasn't, so we couldn't like meet eye to eye about, which is it was I wasn't wrong because I should have stayed where he was at and not like went on my own little dream or
Gotcha.
whatever daydreaming. And so we decided to hang out. We wrote a silly song that we didn't take seriously because we knew that the energy was not there and we didn't want to force something. It sucks being in like some co-writing sessions where we are expected and I am expected to come out with something when it's just like I don't.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not gonna make or break me. You know what I mean? But like
Right.
that's why I don't do a ton of co-writing. Like I'll co-write with my friends on the back porch in a non-professional setting. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I hope to get to the point where I'm happy to be in a professional setting again. But the other part of me is like I don't think that's why I'm the songwriter that I am.
Right.
I think it's something that happened to me. I don't need to happen to it if that makes
Right. No.
any sense, you know.
Yeah.
So do you still? I mean, I know you're doing this. You're kicking ass. You still do things. Is the end goal to do the music for life? Is that the
Yeah.
end goal?
Oh,
Okay.
I
Cool.
mean,
Okay. Cool.
I was gonna say, you know, it's therapeutical to me. It's like you could take my eyes, you could take my hands.
Yeah.
You know, God willing, that never happens.
Right.
But I don't think my mind would ever stop writing songs.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you could, you know, take my voice. I don't think like me as a person.
Yeah.
I started writing songs when I was 8 years old with my mom.
Gee.
She's the
Moms can sing too.
songwriter.
Moms
Yeah,
is
yeah,
talented,
she's the
man.
songwriter.
She's
She's
great,
great
dude.
musician, great
She's great.
voice.
Yeah, she's
So
awesome.
I just grew up doing it. So I guess when I go through stuff,
Yeah.
my whatever's in me just starts writing songs immediately. Or whenever I hear something or witness something, it could be like even summer. The whole idea was like I just thought to myself, "Well, I still think you're pretty." Like, oh, she still thinks I'm immature. I'm like, hey, I could build on that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
totally. You
It was
know,
so good, man. So good, man. It always gets me, man, when you do that one.
that's a lot of
Uh,
people's favorite, man.
man,
I guess I got to cut. I have to cut an acoustic version and just get it out there. Then
take
I'm
it,
gonna
dude.
have to do that.
What is like what's your favorite? What's your genre? What's your favorite genre of
Oh
music?
God,
Just
right
like
now,
just one. Yeah, just
right
you had to,
now in
yeah,
my life
yeah.
is sea shanties.
Nice, dude.
No, my your Spotify. Yeah, I didn't post my most listened to bands or songs
Yeah.
because they were
Embarrassing.
yeah like completely like the Killers were up there, but everything else
Yeah.
was
That's
Yeah.
cool,
sea
man.
shanty bands.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why. I just when I'm in a bad mood,
Yeah.
you know, like that's I guess because when I listen to most music, I kind of dissect it. I wish I wasn't this way.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, I would have done that. That's a little cheesy. You know
Yep.
what I mean? You know, and it sucks because it's like,
Yep.
I don't want to be
No,
that
yeah.
way. You know,
I get it.
I wish. I feel bad for my wife. Shows me a song sometimes. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Terrible.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but it's like, oh, that's great, babe. You know, I don't want to fight today.
Yeah,
And, no,
nice,
I'm just
dude.
kidding.
That's nice, dude.
But so it's sea shanty music.
Okay.
I've never old Irish, you know, Scottish, and the Celtic
That's crazy,
stuff.
dude.
You know, I'm a big. I could I was supposed to play at the Renaissance's festival,
Oh
the
shit.
Renaissance Festival this year,
Yeah.
but I got underbid. So
Oh, dude, that sucks, dude.
know your worth. Know your
Hey,
worth.
no, next time you do that, if you do get that gig, man, let me know so we can go check you out, man.
My mom's worked the Renaissance Festival for 12 years. I worked it for 3 years. I'm a fan.
Oh yeah, dude. I love the Renaissance. I love the you know me, I'm a fat kid, so I like turkey legs, man. Turkey I go for the food, man. I go to eat. What was I gonna ask you? So you stay busy throughout the week, right? Like you're pretty busy doing gigs all week, right? Pretty much.
Probably like 3 yeah.
Yeah.
Average three, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, sometimes
Okay.
5, you know. I try not to do more than 4 cuz that's when it gets like tiring,
Yeah.
like really tiring. But yeah, if I get 5 well-paid gigs, 6 well-paid gigs, I'm not turning down, you know, the money or the
Yeah.
adventure.
Yeah.
It kind of irritates me when these like new kids come and go. They're like, I can't play more than twice a week. My voice.
My voice.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
man.
right?
you
Yeah,
know
Yeah,
what
my
I
voice
mean?
ragged.
Yeah, dude.
I
you
play.
got
I
Some
played
coin, dude.
6 dates in 5 days. You know,
Oh, yeah,
like,
dude. So I'm saying you want to get that sexy voice, that gravelly voice,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
That's the good shit, man. That's,
Leanne, the owner's the corner pub. She gave me one of my first gigs. You know, like, and extremely thankful for them and down
yeah.
there. But she loved it when the Tomatoes would play our hungover gigs. Like, so we used to play Woody's in Galveston,
I
and
know.
that gig
Good
was
spot.
that gig was like 2 to 6, I think.
Good spot.
And we were finishing up the night before at 2, so we get home at 3:30, 4, try to go to bed. You may be looking at 5 or 6, and then you got to wake up in a couple hours and head to Galveston.
Yeah.
So those gigs, we were always in really rough shape. But she said that was her favorite time to see us, or like those kind of gigs. was just because we were we didn't care. You know,
Yeah.
it was like the ultimate rock star who just doesn't
You give a shit. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like in my voice, it's like, okay, if I try that, I know I'm gonna sound terrible, so I'm just gonna stay right here. I don't care. I'll just go out there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
or the guitar solos that you're like, oh, I'll sound sloppy, but it somehow sounds sexy. You know, like that's
Yeah.
the
Less is more, dude.
yeah, less is more of those
dude.
gigs.
Always.
I wanted to ask you
Okay.
this. You know, we were talking about writing for a long time, and I don't want to, you know,
Yeah.
re-break
I'm
that
all
egg
about
open or
it,
whatever.
man.
But
Yeah.
I'm curious because this is another thing that's different from artist to artist. Do you find yourself more often writing lyric to music or music to lyric?
And it's not probably right now lyric music.
Okay.
There's been a lot of times where it's music.
Yeah.
Some of my best songs are music to lyric.
Lyric.
It just like right now, I'm not playing as much. So I don't. So I used to play, guitar and sing vocals,
Mm.
and that was what I did. So when COVID happened, I started playing with my little brothers because I had to move back in the family because times were tough and whatnot. Um, and got a house now with my wife. Everything's okay. My family actually ended up moving to my neighborhood. Then my
good.
sister moved to my neighborhood. Then my grandma moved to my neighborhood.
Good.
So everyone's there now. It's kind of weird, but just kidding. I love them. I'm very happy. I'm very happy they're there. I'm very happy they're there, especially now that we have a family business going on.
Yeah.
But my brother Nathaniel is a classically trained vocalist who's fantastic
Very.
and is a better guitar player than me. So I wanted to be the singer and guitar player for the brothers band, but he's a better guitar player and singer than me. So I'm playing bass at most of the time and singing backup.
Mhm.
So when I practice, I'm practicing bass to become a better bass player for the band rather than guitar, which I was used to doing growing
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, so I think it's at a time when I was playing more guitar than bass, I was definitely writing music to lyrics, but
Mhm.
now it's lyrics to music just
Yeah.
because I don't strum
Mhm.
as much as I used to, I
Right.
guess. In the practicing mode, when in rehearsing mode
Yeah.
or like jamming mode. There's a difference between rehearsing and jamming. Now, rehearsing, you have a goal, you're trying to sound like this. Jam,
Just
you're
fucking
just
around.
make
Yeah.
some noise, figure
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I became a professional songwriter and music guy after I watched the Metallica documentary.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
Dude, no. It was interesting. It was just so cool how they would dude, they just get in the room and just start, just like you said, just jamming, just doing shit, and then they pulled something out of that. Like they would, they'd find a little hooker and they pull that out of there, and they found a little something that
Yep.
James sang, Hetfield sang, and they just make a song. It's so cool, man, how people do that. And like I said, that's why I'm so just amazed by musicians, how you guys can just pull shit out and
We,
just
we
like,
would
yeah,
we would in the rock band that I was in, like we would group write. So we'd pull like 2 days together, back to back days, and we'd set up and we would jam, and everybody would come with their own ideas they've been working on or whatever, and it was just like this melting pot, and we would start like developing these songs and like building these songs, and you look and like the singer's gone, whatever. It's because he's holed up in the hallway listening to all these ideas and like writing and writing and writing.
Done that,
He'll
man.
come back with like,
Yep.
4 pages worth of stuff, whatever, and then like build the lyrics around, the ideas that we've put together and stuff. It's fun, man. It
We
was
have
really
a
fun.
popular song called "Cut and Shoot Blues," and that's pretty much it. Just riffing, jamming, and we stopped the song, and it sounded like, and I was like, so I tried singing in words, and this sucked. So I'm like, oh, this sucks, like beat this sucks,
Yeah.
I walk out. The jam space was like hidden, like a secret door in this guy's garage. I come out there, and he had a 69 Rambler, beautiful, beautiful car. And I just looked at that thing, and it just inspired me to write this song.
that's cool,
And I
man.
walked in there, and I was like, "Hey!" And I just stopped, and like, she got tired of listening to my songs, and just band came, and like that song wrote itself. It's a
That's cool,
5-minute
dude.
song, bada bing, bada boom.
That's cool.
Dude, that's shit.
But no intentions of writing a song about a car
Yeah.
or cut and shoot or nothing. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just
Both
in the
happened.
moment. It
Both happened,
happened.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the music took me there. That's where we went.
Both good
That's cool.
topics, dude. Cut and shoot in the Rambler. That's a good,
Yeah.
those are good topics, dude.
It's
All you
good-
need
it's
is
a good
like all you
song.
need is like a knife fight or some shit, dude. No, you guys are so damn talented, man. I'm so jealous when I see you guys sing, and your brothers, man, those guys.
Yeah, we're getting that family harmony. We're getting better at the family harmony too, which is cool. So I can't wait to see like where we're at. We've been doing the family thing for about 2 years now. I can't like in another 2 years where our harmony is gonna be.
Dude,
'Cause
because like I said, when I
we
see
might actually be good.
no, dude, you guys are awesome. Now, like I said, what I was telling you earlier, man, is I love when you guys, you do a little country, you do a little this, and then I said, then the Post Malone gets popped out, dude. Then when you do when y'all gotta do the Post Malone shit, man, that's the shit, dude. Because it's just, because I don't know, he's got you guys just do
That's
something.
Isaiah. So that's
Yeah,
Isaiah. So Isaiah's
dude,
the drummer. He's 18.
I love it, dude.
When he plays here though, he's not 18. I'm just kidding. I'm moving on. No, I feel bad for Isaiah because Isaiah want to sing a song. I'm like, man, I already sing that song, or Nathaniel already sings that song. And Nathaniel's got the golden ivories over here, so he's the golden ivories. That doesn't make sense.
It works for me though.
Sorry,
I'll
yeah, I
take
was
it.
like,
I'll work for me.
he's got a world class voice. So there's songs that I used to sing that he said that he wanted to sing. I'm like, try him out. I'm like, okay, it's a little better than me. He can sing. Like, before Isaiah wanted to sing songs, I'm like, man, in order to sing, you have to top Nathaniel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he took that song from me. So if you're gonna take that song from him, you need to outshine
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
Isaiah's like, I'll just sing Post Malone songs or
dude.
NF or songs that Nathaniel and I wouldn't sing normally.
Yeah,
That he's like, I'll get this. I'll cover this genre
dude,
for
it's
us.
so good, man. Like I said, I
It
love
sounds
it.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, I love it because people are like, they get, like I said, they get called off because like first you're singing, a country song, and then you sing, and then that comes in there, and it's just like the room is like the room stays at constant attention
I think
because you don't know what they're gonna play next.
like, the weirdest thing is when we go like Dwight Yoakam, George Strait, Tears for Fears,
Yes,
Metallica,
yes, dude.
into System of a Down, into
Yeah.
Post Malone,
Yeah,
into like just
so good, dude.
whatever. And then we're a 3-piece. So I was like, we don't sound that different between songs, but we could be playing several different genres with the same 3-piece, and like we're trying to make it work. Sometimes it works out better than other times, but
Right.
No, I love you guys. Like I said, I love you guys. Entertain the crowd like a like a son of a bitch, man. You keep people's attention.
and we
Keep them guessing.
and we talk shit to each other.
Yeah.
The brothers do. You know, like
Yeah.
anytime Isaiah will mess up, I'll be like noob. You know what I mean? Because he's a kid.
Yeah.
And then I'll mess up. So I'm like, I went down and like hit my head on the microphone. He just goes noob, and everyone just cracked. I mean, that's
Yeah.
funny.
No,
You
you
know
got-
what I mean? And we're like, unfortunately, like with the tomatoes, I think some we all made jokes in the beginning, and then like jokes got more personable.
Oh,
And it's like,
shit.
okay, I don't want you joking about that anymore.
Yeah.
Damn,
And I
dude.
kind of tell like and it just we were at 6 years is a long time, and
Yeah.
anything and everything happened. But like with my brothers, I'm always telling them like we don't need to have awkward conversations later. We should
Yeah.
talk about it right now. Maybe not like right after the gig when tensions are hot,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe the next day or next rehearsal, like, hey, you did this and it bothered me. So can we not do that again? Yeah, sure. Not gonna do that
It-
again. I wish like the tomatoes kind of would have done that better, but I don't think anyone was, not even me, and I was supposed to be like leader of the band.
Yeah.
I would just let stuff slide, didn't
Yeah.
care enough. I didn't want to make it a thing, So so I guess playing with the brothers is kind of like if I do something, because with the tomatoes, I had like an intro to everybody. I had the same intro for everyone for like a year and a half, and they all hated their intros, and no one told me.
Oh,
Sons of
no.
bitches, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sons of bitches.
So then
man.
when they brought, and one night they just ganged up on me, and I love them all, love you all.
Yeah.
I'm not dogging anybody here. I'm just talking about being in a band.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, and they were just angry, and I was like, why didn't you say something? Like,
Yeah,
how am
dude.
I supposed to know something
Yeah.
that I don't know? And
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean-
it's one of those, and it's like, and this is a little thing. I could introduce you as anything. I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm
Right.
trying to make it something funny and quick,
Yeah.
Right.
and make you sound good and look good.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when it comes with the brothers now, it's kind of like we don't ever need to have those awkward conversations. We can talk to each other like men. We're brothers. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Especially
You know,
family.
Yeah.
especially
Absolutely.
family.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, which means like, but we yell at each other more in the Hoelscher brothers for sure than I ever did with the tomatoes.
Yeah.
But then again, we've been yelling at each other our entire lives. It's kind of like
So-
you know,
So when it comes to that, are you guys are making, or y'all making original music right together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I pretty much write like 95% of the
Okay.
stuff, and then they like to their voices, and then they change like one or two words, how they sing it compared to how I
Right.
sing it.
No, that's great.
Um,
Like I said,
but
I hope big things for you guys, man. Like I said, and I told you when I first met you, I said I hope you guys go big. But back then it was just, I was hoping, you would,
it is.
I want you to make it. Now you got the brothers now, so I want you guys to make it. But you guys are so damn talented, man. There's no reason why not. I, um, uh, goddamn, I lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with that, and but
You're
so that
speaking
was,
very highly of me.
no, no, no,
And then,
yeah, it's
I'm
it's a lot to take in. No, what I was gonna say was like, what I was gonna say is like you have your beautiful wife. You like her. She keeps you in line about the bar thing you were telling me about. Like mine
yeah.
keeps me in line too. If it wasn't for my wife, I said I'd be in the ditch too, man.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
I like to drink too much. So they do keep us in line. That's the thing. And I'm sure like my wife, she supports me in everything I do. I know your wife is always there. She's always supporting you too.
She's
That's a
all
good
right.
thing. She's okay.
She just walked in the door,
No,
so I got
it's a
nice.
good thing to have, man, because it makes you for me, it makes me want to keep doing what I'm doing and chase the dream. If she wasn't supporting me, I'd be like, I'm gonna hang this shit up and not
Well,
do it anymore.
yeah, when we first started dating, she says, "I'm dating you, because you're my retirement plan."
Shit, dude.
And well, I fooled her now. She's my retirement
Yeah.
plan. Uh,
How the tables will turn, huh?
Hmm.
Go ahead.
What do you what would you? I mean, we talked about some of the things you listen to and stuff. Like, what would you attribute like most of your like influence from?
um, in the beginning, I would just go like, your mainstream country stuff. Growing up, I guess at like 14, 15, I heard of like Whiskey Myers
Mm.
and like a lot of like, I mean, they're massive now, but like I guess they call it Texas country music
Mhm.
or red dirt music or whatever. When I found
Yeah.
that in high school, that kind of like blew my mind. And then for a long time, I was like, it's Texas country or
Mhm.
death. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all other music sucks. And I'm like, that was a very ignorant, arrogant way to think. And but like now, I listen to anything and everything. One of my favorite bands, like, still of all my some favorite bands of all time. I had to think about it. Is definitely like Whiskey Myers, Shiny Ribs. If y'all know Shiny Ribs,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah,
a great fun band.
yeah.
Um, Jason Isbell and Sturgill Simpson.
Okay.
Y'all know those
Yeah.
guys. And the Dolls right now. If you know the
Huh.
DAWES.
Is that something new?
LA band, yeah.
Okay.
I mean they're newish.
Yeah.
But they and then I love the 1975, a British pop band.
I think I heard of them. I've heard of the
Love
1975.
them.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
them.
it's one of my favorite comedians is a big fan of them.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Uh,
Which one? I
uh,
have a lot. The only
I have a lot of them.
the podcasts that I listen to mostly are all the comedian podcasts.
Yeah, me
'Cause that's
too.
just how
It
I
makes me it keeps me on a high. And like I said, of course,
exactly.
there's Rogan, dude. Rogan's a thing. And
Yeah.
there's this Chris DiStefano. And
Yeah,
he's the
dude,
one,
Chrissy D, man.
Chrissy
Oh,
D, he's a big
definitely.
1975. Either
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's a
That
big
makes
fan of them.
sense. That makes sense.
Um,
I started listening to him like 2.5
yeah,
years, like
me
when he
too.
was
About the same
nobody.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
And then me
Happy
and
to
you,
see him blow up.
yeah, and then me and you also had that discussion about Tim Dillon. Like,
God, I
and
love
when you
Tim
told me, I was
Dillon.
like, dude, that's out of fucking left field, dude. Like, I didn't think
Yeah.
you'd be a Tim Dillon guy, dude, because
Oh yeah.
he's just very obscure, and I think he's got a weird
Just
way about him, like the way he
I
has
like
his color.
weird people though.
Yeah.
I hate echo chambers, man, and he's
Sure.
definitely anti
Oh
echo
yeah,
chamber. You know
he's
what I
out
mean?
there, dude. He's got that vibe of like the screaming style of what's his name? That old fucking
Innocent.
Farley.
Yeah, Kennison. He's got that
Oh.
Kennison, the what's that? The Lewis Black. I think he's got
Mhm.
that vibe about him, and I love him because he's so out there, just like the guy with the conspiracy shit.
Alex Jones.
Yes, dude, he's got that feel
Oh,
from.
he
I don't-
definitely listened to a lot. He
Yeah.
even said he listened to
Yeah,
Alex
yeah,
Jones
when he was
to go to
growing up,
sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see it come through his comedy, dude. But I really like that guy, and he's just off the wall, dude. But I didn't think when you told me that, I was like, holy shit, Tim Dillon too.
Well,
So that's pretty cool.
and of course, and I think if you're a comedy podcast guy, you gotta listen to Rogan, man. He's
Yeah.
got some great, especially the little ones he does. And
Yeah.
but first time he had on Tim Dillon, I was like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, dude. Me too, man.
I don't know what he's smoking, but I want some. You know.
And I'm really excited for the Rogan thing in Austin. I'm looking forward to that when that opens up. I think I forgot what they said when it was going to open.
We should
but-
plan a
road trip.
Go do the Kill Tony on a Monday.
Yeah, dude. We were
Yeah.
talking about it because Trent was
love
talking about
Killzone,
that, dude. I
Yeah,
want to see that.
That's my wife and I. We when we can't fall asleep, we'll throw one of those on.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it is with him is like I don't like I don't like the guy that's on the laptop, Red Band.
Red Band,
I
yeah.
don't like
Yeah,
him.
no,
I don't like him, dude. I don't like that.
That's
He's
hilarious. You
but
know,
I do love, but Kill Tony, he's got a certain way. He's annoying as shit with his voice, but he does have a way about him that is pretty quick and snappy. I do like him, but I just love that. I love that. I like kind of like that. I'm starting to like that format, how it's done, dude. I
Yeah.
kind of like.
I don't
like
think
it.
you're supposed to like Red Band though, because even when so I was like anti-podcast for a little bit, and I would just because if you could be listening to anything, you should be listening to music. Again,
For sure.
arrogant.
It's all right.
You know,
I get it.
I'm a one-track mind till I'm not. You know, I'm like bring on. You know,
I get it.
So
Chuck, go ahead.
Red Band used to be Rogan's.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I started listening from number 1
Yeah.
and made it to like I don't know how many,
Mhm.
but yeah, I definitely got tired of Red Band really quickly.
Yeah.
When I started from the top, and then I was like, I forgot what number I got to. I'm like, I'm never gonna catch up because I'm a guy. I don't even want to like watch the 3rd season of something
Yeah. I'm out.
when it comes out until it starts like the first. I want to be there for number 1. So when I first started listening to podcasts, someone said like, I think it was like what first Rogan podcast I listened to. I forget what it was, but it was some either Eddie Bravo or something
Okay.
like that. Just a
Yeah.
crazy. They just talked outlandish,
Oh yeah.
and so I wanted. I'm gonna start see where he was already famous by this time.
Sure.
So when I try to start from the beginning, yeah, I gave up. There's no way I was ever going to cover that much ground. But yeah, I don't think Red Band's a likable. You're supposed to like. I don't know why. I think he rather be the annoying.
I don't see that's the thing.
Latin-
I don't think he's.
You think you think it's sincere?
I do. I think he's
Really? Like,
genuinely
yeah.
trying to be funny,
'Cause
and
He's not.
Because he was on the last a couple of episodes ago. He was on Rogan's. It was just him and Rogan, and damn, Rogan had to carry the whole goddamn conversation, dude. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
saying shit. Like he was just kind of like, oh yeah, sure. Like it's just
Yeah.
like this guy's supposed to be like entertaining. I said I don't get it. I don't know. I didn't get it. So I
He was found just because he was on a board, like Joe Rogan's blog page.
Okay.
Like he wasn't a popular.
Like,
he
he didn't
wasn't
come up in the
known.
scene,
No.
whatever.
He was.
Yeah.
I guess Joe. He would send stuff to Joe back when he wasn't a nobody. He was just doing a podcast that no one was listening to.
Yeah.
Or doing stuff like that, and Red Band wanted to get involved and like, yeah, come produce me or something like that. It wasn't he didn't grow up in the industry, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that's why Joe liked him, because he would say the outlandish, crazy stuff that didn't make sense, that made it interesting back then. But yeah, now
There's a compilation on YouTube you can pull up, whatever, and it's just Rogan ripping on Red Band.
Which is
It's really
great.
funny, actually.
he used to tell him to shut. He would yell at him sometimes.
Yeah.
It got heated. Oh, that'd be like,
Yeah.
"Damn."
Like the last episode, he is either the last episode or the episode before he fired him. It was he was on him.
Yeah.
He was on him, dude. He was like
Jesus.
yelling at him, like you were ruining the vibe of this whole thing.
Good potty stuff, man.
Great
That was a
potty
good-
break.
Good,
I think
good times,
I
man.
learned a little something about everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
We
yeah,
shook
potty
a
break.
little longer than we should have, but it's okay.
Yep.
It's all right, dude. You shake, dude. Gotta shake it.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Dude, we're over here losing our minds, and behind the scenes, we're losing our mind over here, but it's all good, man. Caleb, I wanted to ask you, dude. And that said, I envy you, the musician, because you guys get.
Wow, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
3 in a row.
3 missed extra points in a row.
3 in a
Son of a
row.
bitch! I'm trying to look at it.
I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna
Oh
ask
my
you.
gosh.
I'm envious of you guys because
He's like,
I'm envious
okay,
of
I'm
him
sorry,
too.
I'm sorry.
Jerry Jones. I wanted to see what is it like, dude, to get that what is it like to get that thing from the crowd, man? When you hear the crowd roaring and screaming, dude. I mean, I can't even imagine what that's like, man. That energy, man. Like I couldn't. I don't know. The closest thing I got to that was just just nothing, dude. I just wondered what that feels like, man.
Ah, man, it's kind of hard to describe. If I mean, better than my wedding, you know, better than everything. Just kidding, baby. That was a joke. That was a
Nice.
joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. No, you feel accomplished for one.
Yeah.
You know, that you made your point across and everybody agreed with you, even though it's just art. It's not
Yeah.
a point.
Mhm.
You know, it's not like you're trying to change the world over here, but you just gave a little piece of your heart, and people understood that piece of your heart. And
I was envious of that, dude. Like when I see just like
it's hard to go to sleep after. It's
I
hard.
imagine. Like,
Because I'll get home after a gig at 1, 2, 3 a.m. and Chelsea's like, "Man, why go to bed?" I'm like, "I can't."
Yeah, wired.
You know, exactly, and it's not. I mean, I'm sure alcohol could just play some factor, but um, it's not even about that. It's just like you don't want the night to end because then like that feeling's over.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have a great gig. The crowd was there. They showed up and they loved every part of it. And you sold merch and you just, it was such a great thing. And then you just don't want that feeling to end because tomorrow is going to come, whether or not, and just a whole new day, whole new problems. You know,
Yeah. No, I get it. The point I was going to try to say that what it felt like to me is like when I gave a painting to a friend that was at the time this guy, well, he still is pretty in the limelight. He's pretty famous, and I gave him a painting. And that room was everybody was asking me questions. You're the star of that room for those 2 or 3 hours. That party, that dinner party's going on. Everybody's asking this and that. So that's interesting. And again, you don't want. And then tomorrow, now I got to go paint. I got to do drywall now tomorrow, and it's just like shit. Now it's back to real life, and you come back down from the clouds, man. It's just like shit. That's gone, man. But just for that moment, it feels good for people just to talk to you about your art and what how long did it take you to do this, all that good shit. So
especially sucks when you have work the next morning.
Yeah.
You're going to be like hanging off a roof.
yeah,
You know?
it's just like.
And it's kind of like as soon as I shut my eyes, it's gonna happen. You know,
Yeah.
like,
I just don't want it to go. I didn't want it to stop, man. But but like I said, I always was envious. Just like watching.
it's an
when I watched-
addicting feeling, though. It is an addicting feeling.
When I was watching I don't know if
definite
you've seen
high.
it, the Ric Flair documentary, the new one, and he said that was his addiction, was the crowd, man. Having that crowd yell for him, he goes, and I kept chasing. That's why I don't want to stop. Excuse me. That's why he didn't want to stop wrestling, man. Because he's like, I won't have that again. I won't have that feeling again of the crowd. Just when I step out, everybody's losing their shit, man. And he goes, I want to keep having that. So that's why he's like, I don't know how old he is, 73, I think he was, and he's still wrestling, dude, because he's
yeah.
chasing that dream, man.
He's in pretty good shape. I mean,
Oh, he looks good. Yeah, he's not too
if I
shabby.
look that good at 73, I'd be looking better than I am at 28.
Especially
dude,
after
dude.
wrestling. I mean,
Yeah. Oh,
jeez.
shit, dude, all beat up and shit.
Well, Mick Jagger, man. Mick Jagger's the king.
Oh yeah,
He's ridiculous.
he's those guys still can.
He's 157 years old,
and he's still putting it down. Yeah,
still doing it.
putting it down, man. Wanted to ask you. This is kind of the question, and I hope you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you've seen the movie. I hope. Texas boy. I hope you have. Question we ask everybody: Urban Cowboy,
Mm-hmm.
Team Sissy, Team Pam.
I feel like the wife's looking at me because I have to say a right answer.
Give the right one, huh?
I mean, if the wife's looking at you, there's really only one answer.
I'll go Sissy.
Damn it, son of a bitch, man, son of a bitch. Okay.
Yes.
It's
It's all
a
good.
cool story about
No,
that
it's all good.
movie.
Yeah.
My mom's side of the family, the Canes,
Uh-huh.
so they sold Western wear out of a trailer in their front yard,
Hell yeah.
1.5 miles from Gillies.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's it, old Stinky Dina.
Fuck yeah,
I
dude.
started writing another song that never got finished. I started writing a song, playing a gig out there. I called it the Stinky Dina Skyline because you pulling up to Pasadena when you
Yeah.
see
Oh,
all
yeah.
the chemical plants and
Yep.
whatnot.
Hell yeah.
Again, had the idea, couldn't do nothing with it, moved on. But and they went from that trailer, and then Urban Cowboy came out,
Uh-huh.
and everyone and their mother wanted Western wear
Fuck.
and wanted to go to Gillies. So they opened up a Western wear store and then another one. So Kane's Western wear is my great grandparents'
Oh no shit.
Western wear store.
Wow,
The
dude.
family sold it. We never.
And it just
It was not like
it's cool
I
shit,
think my
dude.
dad would get stuff like 25% off. It's not like when he was
Yeah.
dating my mom in high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
But yeah, when my great grandmother passed away, they sold it. So now Canes is Kane, but it used to be Cains.
Oh, okay. No shit.
So it was
That's cool, man.
you gotta buy some other Canes. So, but I still have. Am I wearing it? No.
I'm wearing it.
I usually have a Canes belt and buckle on, but not tonight.
Dude, that's so cool, man.
I have a cut and shoot belt on.
Even better.
Yeah, it says cut and shoot.
Even
but,
better,
yeah.
dude. Even better, dude. That's salt of the earth shit right there, dude. No, I've always been a friend. We always ask everybody that comes on the show. We ask them that question. It's just part of the.
Does Sissy win or does Pam win?
Right now, it's like
It's
even money.
50-50, yeah.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
50-50
pretty
now.
good. That's
Before
good.
Pam was leading the pack for a long time. Pam was.
Okay.
yeah,
Officially.
yeah. But
You think so?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, quite a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, I know James.
We get a tally, Angel.
We
Come on.
got to keep tally. on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Pam is an acquired taste. I guess Pam's an acquired taste. I like it.
I'm a
like.
fan. I'm not
Oh yeah.
not
Oh
a
yeah.
fan.
Oh yeah. I was.
I mean,
Yeah.
watching the movie, I was Team Pam for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, it's Steve Sissy.
She was awesome, dude. She had daddy's money, dude. You can't go wrong with daddy's money. You never can go wrong with daddy's money.
Mama,
Yeah, man.
Mama's boss.
That's one of our favorite questions to ask. That's always bull. It's one of the bullshit questions. We like. Those are the hard hitting issues. Nobody wants to hear how you wrote a song, dude. I don't give a shit how you wrote the song. I want to know Pam or Sissy,
Pam or
man.
Sissy.
No, it's no, that's cool. I'm glad you made time for us, dude. This is cool as shit,
Oh,
dude. I'm
for
glad.
sure,
I'm trying
man.
to say. Oh, so now you say you're not a roofer. You make them look pretty,
Yeah,
right? Make them look pretty.
the whole industry itself is only 5 years old, so a lot of people don't know about it. So I don't blame anybody. I didn't know about it 2 years ago. So, but yeah, what we do is we clean roofs. So we all the black algae, the streaks you see on people's
Mhm.
roofs, I clean that, get all of it off, and then I sell plant-based oil that I put on your shingles that add years of life to it. So
Nice, dude.
long story short,
Yeah.
my sell pitch here your shingles come with petrol oil
Yeah.
in them that hold them together. Over time, the sun bakes all of that away, and when your shingles lose their oil, that's when they start degrading. They can't do anything, or they
Okay.
can still do something, but
Yeah.
it's like you start having granule loss. They start coming off. It's just not good. It's just like a car. You need to get your oil changed, or else your motor is going to blow up. Your roof is
Sure.
similar to the
Same
same.
shit.
So we just put it's a plant based oil too, so it
Good for
doesn't
good for
harm
the earth, huh?
anybody. Yeah.
Good for the earth. That's good, man.
And it's like less than 10% of what a new roof will cost you.
Yeah, no
So
shit, dude.
that's
'Cause those things are high as fuck. Dude.
Yeah.
That's big money, dude.
I thought
Roofs
I
and
was
shit.
high as fuck,
No, yeah.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Hey,
Yeah.
this guy's got comedian. Man. I like it. What else, Kay? What else are you doing? What do you do? Like, what else do you do? Like, what y'all do for fun? You fish, hunt, all that good stuff.
Fishing.
Fishing?
We're about the boat life now, lake life. We moved out there to Willis and
Right on.
love it. We bought a boat. Someone put a hole in it, so
Nice.
it's
song.
on
Good
land
song.
now. Yeah.
That boat has a hole in it.
I didn't want to write that song, but I
hole.
definitely could.
Oh,
No, I had a best friend who lived on the lake growing up. I'm still friends with him and still friends with his family. But I was like, man, why would you spend all this money just to sit in the water?
Yeah.
And then we moved here like Willis 2 years ago. And it's like, I'll spend all my money to just sit on the water.
no shit.
Like,
It's beautiful. Dude.
goodness.
Oh, damn it. I gotta stop staring at it. Lose my train of thought when I look at that damn.
Yeah, I mean,
damn
it
TV,
is,
man. I keep losing my train of.
It's halftime.
No, but I'm trying to. I don't want to disrespect Kelly over here. I keep getting.
There's no disrespect.
No. You're great, man. Like I said, you made time for us.
Yeah.
This is good shit, man. I wish Johnny was here because Johnny loves.
Let's do it again then, man.
No, for sure, man.
Throw me on
we
the.
gotta do something. Oh, like I said, we gotta do something. What were we talking about? Going on location the Kill 20 thing. We gotta do that, man. We definitely gotta make a point to do that.
It'd be fun.
Take a Monday off and go do that, man.
The
Take a road
lady
trip.
and I have been talking about it. Since they moved to Austin.
You got to be able to find tickets though, man. He sells out the entire
Yeah.
season like
Yeah.
in a day.
And maybe it might be easier, more accessible when it gets to the Rogan. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
going to Rogan's,
Yeah.
the mothership, whatever. So, but no, that'd be great to do some shit like that. Do a nice little road trip, man. Also, too, we need to have another like a big cookout or something. I want to have a big cookout for the 52 and like have you there and have the
Sure.
brothers sing.
I know a band too that I can play.
Me too. I think that might be pretty good. It might be busy.
I'm just gonna hire my brother. I'm not gonna play.
Yeah. We need to get together and do that, and then maybe next time we get the brothers on, man, get them and see because
I would love that.
Maybe that's
52.
Maybe that's the 52 episode.
Yeah, the
man. We should have a
52,
big
man.
cookout and
Yeah.
invite some of our guests that we've had on
Just
out
some
here,
bullshit.
just hang out.
Bullshit, man. Just eat.
That'd be fun.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the brothers. It'd be great to talk to them, get a young perspective of how the world is, because I'm out of the loop, man. I'm an old cat, so I want to know.
They're 18 and 22.
Dude,
So
that'd be
I remember. Well, we played. Isaiah had us learn "Stay" by. Not we do the Post Malone "Stay," but we do the other "Stay."
Oh yeah, the Bieber song, right? No, that's not
Probably
Bieber.
Mrs. Bieber. Yeah, thank you, Kid Leroy. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
And first time he played that for me, he's on guitar, and when he plays drums, but when he plays guitar, I play drums for him.
Okay.
And we all trade instruments. I was like, man, Isaiah, did you write that? That's great. He was like, no, man. I'm like, dude, that's a great song. He's like, it's only been like the #1 song in America for like 3.5 months. I'm like, oh,
You're like, I see.
Me
I'm
too.
so, I'm so proud of you.
yeah.
So
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
dude. No, I'm the same way, dude.
Exactly. I have no idea
Me
what
neither, dude. So I'd
big.
love to get their perspective on what they're into and what
And just
'cause
talk about cultural and political issues and see what the 18 and
Jesus.
22-year-old have to
Don't do
say.
that.
Just kidding. Just
No,
kidding.
no, no. It's been a long week, dude.
Been a
It's been a long week. No, dude. Your brothers, man. I'd love to see what they're into and like what influences them and shit, man. I'd love to see what they're into.
Nathaniel showed me Tame Impala, and man, that guy's great. I guess it's Kevin Parker is his name,
Mm.
but definite music. I guess like the weirdest noises I go is like the Killers, man. I really
Yeah.
don't like do anything crazy with, but like Tame Impala kind of blew me away, and Nathaniel showed me that, and then Isaiah pretty much got me on the Post Malone train,
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, like whatever.
I was the same way too. And then my wife showed me some songs and she showed me some deep cuts and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
This
but
guy's...
he's covered Nirvana, he's covered
Yeah.
Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like I mean the guy's got my respect.
Oh,
You
for
know what I
sure, man.
mean? Like so
For sure.
and then he covered a Sturgill Simpson song.
I was gonna say he also follows the Texas country scene pretty closely.
Yeah.
That's
He,
cool.
he wears
But-
Co shirts,
Yeah.
Tyler Childers
Mhm.
shirts. He
Mhm.
yeah.
He's a Dallas boy.
He's
He's
a
a
Ca-
Dallas,
yeah, he's a
Dallas
Cowboys
native.
fan.
Yeah, he's a Dallas native. So I always appreciate that.
So
That's always a plus.
So my dad grew up in South Texas, and he's a middle child of 7, and all the boys would get an NFL jersey. Like you get one a lifetime. So he like waited, but his older brother got a Cowboys jersey. So he wanted the Cowboys jersey. His older brother got it before him. So he decided to hate the Cowboys his entire life. He was a Washington football team fan. Or can I say Redskins? Or is that too is that too
I'm not
much, man?
I'm still with the Redskins, man. I love it. Dude, it's like
It
I
was
say,
great, man. But he was naturally a Redskins fan because his brother stole the Cowboys from him.
dude, I don't understand that whole.
I'm not a big football fan, by the way. I love Aggie
yeah.
football. We're season ticket holders. We'll go to
nice.
several Aggie games.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can't get into NFL, man.
Eh,
I know. I'll watch a suit. I mean, I'm enjoying the game. I'll enjoy watching a game. But
Yeah.
like, give me the Premier League or Bundesliga or La Liga. Give me something.
yeah, dude.
I'll watch MLS
Yeah.
before I watch.
Yeah.
He likes that
NFL.
foot
Okay, I gotta ask
Yeah,
you
foot
then.
action.
I mean, you had. I mean, obviously, then you watched the France Argentina game.
Yes,
I mean,
best World Cup game ever.
it's one of the best
If
sporting
you-
events
if-
I've ever
If
seen.
that was the first World Cup final you ever watched,
Don't
you're
ever
done.
watch another
You're
one.
done.
Don't
Give
ever
up.
watch
Give
another
up.
one.
Give up. It's over. That
It
is
was
not going to
so
be
entertaining.
Well, I was like Messi helped me get into freaking football, soccer.
Yeah.
I guess when I grew up playing soccer because it was like the cheapest sport you could
Yep.
put your kid in,
Sure.
and I remember my coach was in the National Guard when I was like 5 years old, so he hired my dad to coach us while he had to go away this
Yeah.
weekend, and someone kicked the ball out of bounds, so it's an obvious throw in. So I pick up the ball to throw it in. My dad's like, "It's soccer, Caleb. You can't use your hands." He just had no idea. You know
Oh,
what I
you
mean?
could,
Like,
you-
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I
you
was
just-
like, "Ah, just kidding. You throw it in.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like my family's not like it's not. I fell in love with soccer just by watching and having friends
Sure.
who played. I played in an adult league on a Guatemalan team. So
Shit. Dude.
only white boy out there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on. It was Mexico versus the one Guatemala team, and the white boy was on the Guatemala team.
Yeah.
I've gotten more red cards than you can think.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy until
Until you start.
Shit gets
until
rowdy,
it
man.
still starts.
No, it gets.
But I'm Messi. But I'm a huge Messi fan. I was anti Ronaldo, but now I still love Ronaldo.
I mean,
You have to. You
you
have,
have
to.
to like him. I
He's
mean,
getting paid. He's gonna be the first like
Mhm.
billionaire soccer player or
yeah.
close to. But he yeah,
Beckham.
I mean I hate the British, bro. I'm Irish, Scottish.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I have no problem with the British, but
Yeah.
was never a Beckham fan. Yeah, I'm a Beckham. He plays on my FIFA 21 team. I do have him as my center midfielder. But,
He married the best looking. He married my favorite Spice.
Spice
Well,
Girl.
one of my favorite Spice Girls. The other one is Jerry Spice or Jerry, right? Jerry's the red one. Huh? Oh, Ginger. That's right.
Ginger's
Ginger
Spice.
Spice.
Ginger Jerry.
But
It's all the
yeah,
same.
he had a posh Spice there. He did okay for himself.
No, but I wanted Argentina to win it all. But that
Yeah.
game, and it was like Mbappe scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. I was just like, oh my gosh, does France take this?
Yeah. I mean, he ended up scoring 3, right?
Yeah, you know,
He
it's gonna-
scored. He
he did a
scored.
hat trick. Yeah,
Yeah, and then just
4
the
if you count the penalty.
penalty shots. They just
Which is the fact that the World Cup final went to penalties.
yeah,
You know, after a team had
and came down
led.
to the last kick too.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
it was,
and France should have won
yeah,
if I forget what player it was. Just missed an easy shot on the goalie, and the goalie got his foot on it. You know, it's like it could have been over.
so fun.
And,
To watch.
and that would have been like that was like the 90th something.
Yeah,
Like, it was gonna be done, but
I don't like. I'm not even. I don't have a problem with soccer. I'm just not like a soccer fan. Like I don't like follow it, you know. But like I said, I'm fair weather, so I mean, I'll watch World Cup stuff and Olympic stuff, whatever. And man, I started watching that game and I was just, this is unbelievable.
oh
Like
yeah,
the drama in that game was, I mean, one of the best sporting events I've ever seen.
and it would. How do I put this? So there's more Americans playing in the Premier League now than there ever has. Premier League is probably your top. So you have La Liga, so the Spanish, Spain,
Mm.
Premier League, British, England, you know, and okay, you have your France, whatever. But no one really watches France football. It's pretty much just PSG,
Yeah.
from Mbappe and Messi and everyone out. Neymar, they all play, and then you have Bundesliga, German. The Premier League is probably the biggest and the best still because they're the Brits and they invented the game or whatever. But there are more Americans playing in the Premier League now than there
Really?
ever has been.
Yeah.
So the fact that like I'm excited about soccer going into when my kids are growing up, I don't want them to play music. I want them to represent Team USA in the
Yeah.
World Cup.
I hope you get
That's,
it.
you know what I mean? That's where I
Yeah.
don't. Chelsea and I could argue about this, but I don't want them playing music.
No pressure. I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
geez,
That's all that
Hey,
I want.
I hope you get the. I
okay?
hope you get the next Lars. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
curse you with. I hope you get the next Lars, dude. I hope you
Right.
get your son.
Probably would.
Dude, that'd be amazing, dude. I want tickets, dude. I gotta get tickets if he does. No, I wish I was into soccer, dude. I wish I was into it. I wish I liked it. I mean,
Have you been to a Dynamo game?
no, but my buddy's been trying to get me to go to
You go-
Austin to watch
Okay,
the Austin team.
FC just as good.
Yeah.
You got to go to one live game.
Yeah.
And you're gonna change. You know,
Yeah, because my buddy's been busting my chops.
you're
He
gonna
doesn't-
come out of the soccer closet and be a fan,
Suck.
and you won't watch the Cowboys anymore.
Oh,
tough,
Just
dude.
kidding,
That's
just
tough.
kidding, Dar. I'm just
That's
just
tough.
joking, just
That's
joking.
tough, dude.
You
That's
know.
Man, no, I
These fighting words.
yeah, right. But
Well,
like
I
I
get-
said, Austin looks like it has a good vibe for that
Yeah.
Austin team. It's
Yeah.
I don't know what they're
Austin FC. So
okay. Yeah, so it looks exciting,
there's
dude.
green
it
and
looks
black
exciting. Yeah,
everywhere
it
in
looks
Austin
exciting,
now. I
dude.
mean,
It looks so cool, man. He shows me videos from like the games and shit.
Like
Like,
Matthew
holy shit.
McConaughey owns it, which is makes
Oh,
it
no
cool.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I didn't
Matthew
know that.
McConaughey and I mean, obviously other investors.
Yeah.
but he's a face like Will Ferrell owns like LAFC.
Oh shit, dude.
You know, just
Wow.
like
Had no clue, dude.
you know what rich actors do nowadays. I mean, y'all, what is
Oh.
it? Y'all watch Welcome to Wrexham?
Is that the
Yep,
one? Is that the one-
Deadpool
yeah, Deadpool. Yeah, he's
and
okay.
and Sonny Rob killed.
McElhaney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they bought a team in
I saw
Wales,
that,
man.
yeah.
I'm
They
just
made a TV show about it.
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
Yeah,
I need to
I love
watch it. I like him. I like Ryan Reynolds a lot. I mean, he
and-
can do no wrong in my book.
They're brilliant, but they're brilliant in
Yeah.
the show. Like where like they're literally like, so this is the coach, and if he doesn't make it to the playoffs, we're firing him. And the coach is like, yeah, so if I don't make it to the playoffs,
Yeah.
I'm getting fired. Like
He's
like
just very-
So a lot of people don't know this. McElhaney and Reynolds didn't
no, yeah,
they
they
didn't
weren't
know each other.
Yeah,
and they met each other, and then like a week later, Reynolds called McElhaney and was like, "Hey, you want to buy a soccer team?" And McElhaney was like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
McElhaney-
sure."
opposite.
Or, yeah, opposite. Yeah. He called Reynolds, and Reynolds was like, because he kind of did. I only know this because he was talking about it on Fallon, and he said he called him. He was like, "You want to buy a soccer team?" And Ryan Reynolds was like, "Yeah, sure."
Well, they bought it for like
Jesus.
$2 million or something.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Not
like-
even
yeah,
would you,
yeah,
no, that's a
sure,
lot of
but-
money. I've never
yeah,
seen that money.
for,
I
for
mean, either.
them,
It's
though,
like,
for them,
yeah,
though.
for
No
them,
big deal.
that's,
But I
No
just
big
thought it was interesting that they didn't even really know each other, and they were just
But-
that's what they like
But-
got
how they-
connected on or whatever.
Rob, he fell in love with the game because it would makes what makes the NFL inferior. I'm just kidding. What makes football, soccer so
Yeah.
cool is that there's no regulation and deregulation where if you suck, you get kicked out of the Premier League
Yeah,
and get put into this other league. And if you suck for, again, you just go down to the
shit.
very, very. So they bought a team that's on the bottom, hoping to move up 3-4 leagues
Okay.
to get to the Premier League, which is it can be done. Theoretically, you could do it in 4 years. Has any team done that? No.
No.
Okay. But what makes it's kind of like when you had like the Space Cowboys over there in Sugarland and the Astros. It's kind of like if the Astros were the worst in the season
Mhm.
in the MLB, and then in whatever AAA, whatever the Space Cowboys are in, if they got top of the league, they would switch.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh,
what makes that soccer in other countries so cool. Is like you can't afford to suck.
Yeah.
If you like the Texans would not be in the NFL, they'd be playing high school
Right.
football
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they keep losing
Yeah.
every. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Does that make sense?
Makes sense. No, definitely.
So that's why I just love. It's more than a battle of the money to get the best players
Sure.
or to build the best team and the best managers. Like everything has to work together, or you're just gonna lose money and become
Irrelevant.
I'm sure you're.
irrelevant.
I'm sure you're pretty stoked that it's coming here, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm sure you're stoked for that.
I'm selling a kidney, bro.
To go to the.
Yeah.
I know. And then I know some of them are going to be played at Texas Stadium. I mean,
Yeah.
in
Houston and Dallas.
Dallas,
So
yes,
Texas,
did
which
that.
is pretty awesome that Texas got 2.
it's cool, man.
They spread that across Canada, Mexico, and the U.S., and Texas has 2.
That's
Yeah.
good, man.
I will be at both of them.
I'm looking
so.
forward to it, man. Like I said, because I'm looking to see how it's going to work out for Texas. You know, that's good revenue for the state there, man.
But yeah, but
Be on the map, man.
there's more Americans playing top tier soccer. I want to say football, but I'm gonna say soccer.
Huh.
Right now than there ever has been, and it's so great for the sport.
And I agree with you, dude. I agree with you. I think it's going to be eventually. I think it won't.
It's not gonna take NFL, bro.
No,
It's
it
not-
won't. But I think it's going to be up there. I think it'll be up there with it, dude.
the NFL like took God's day away from churchgoers. You know what I mean? That's how big
That's
the
a big deal.
NFL is. You know what I mean?
It's a big deal,
Like,
dude.
Goodness.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
No, man. Is there anything you want to push? Plug anything? Want to push?
Where can people follow you?
Yeah, dude. I know you're on the. Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
My OnlyFans. What else?
I'll pay for that shit.
Just
dude.
kidding.
I'll pay,
Just
dude.
kidding. Just
You
kidding.
gotta put the guitar over the junk.
What's the feet website called, babe? I forget.
feet? Yeah, the feet.
No,
huh?
I'm just kidding. Well, I'm playing tomorrow at Shout House. I guess this won't air tomorrow.
No, but you usually that's a weekly thing,
I
right?
play every Tuesday
Okay.
at Shout House there in
Sure,
Conroe.
man.
What day does this come out?
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Next Monday. So that's what I'm saying. The Tuesday gig. Yeah.
I guess it would still work. You
It
still
still
say I'm
work.
playing
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, playing tomorrow,
I'm still
Tuesday,
playing, I'm playing tomorrow. I guess so.
Yeah.
So if this time next week, I'll be playing Thursday
Okay.
at Pacific Yard House
Oh, nice, dude. Just you or the bros?
with the bros.
Oh, nice,
acoustic
dude.
bros. You know, like it's gonna be acoustic.
Nice, dude.
They said we could do. They said it's during the week, so it can be full band or acoustic. I'm like, I'll do acoustic. It's like the money doesn't change. Like, yeah, like I'll do
Oh,
acoustic.
why not,
Yeah,
dude?
less things
Let-
to bring in.
Yeah, less luggage. Yeah.
If you're in the band, don't listen to this. That's
Yeah, I should have been prepared and brought dates. Next time you
No,
have
it's
me,
all good, dude.
I'll have
No,
me.
no, no. Next time, like I said, we're gonna bring all the brothers next time, dude. We'll bring them
Yeah.
so we can talk to them. Like I said, when I get that young perspective, see how the
That'd be
how the world looks through their eyes, dude. Because the world through my eyes, it's that old man on the porch who always grouchy and grumpy and pissing and moaning.
off my lawn.
Yeah.
I'm the old man now. I'm the
But you're the youngest. What are you? Like,
I'm the
younger?
oldest in the family. I'm 28, and I'm
Oh,
like, have a-
28.
Hey, God.
I know, I know.
28.
God damn it.
He's 10 years younger than me.
Oh, I know. And I was telling him, I said,
So
you're the youngest guy on the show, and then
Yeah.
to bring him on, I was like,
Bring him on.
Jesus Christ,
I
man.
got I got a PlayStation 5 for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's the first game system I've ever owned.
Oh
I'm
shit.
gonna go into my 30s
Oh shit.
finally playing games.
There you go.
Yeah,
I feel like a child.
It's a good thing, dude.
It's
I wish I'd have got into it. I
ridiculous.
never got into them, dude. But social media? You on social media? On Instagram and all that good
I
stuff?
mean, we're the Hoelscher brothers, or Caleb and the Homegrown Tomatoes, and Caleb Hoelscher, Hoelscher. You can say Hoelscher, that's fine. It doesn't hurt my
I
feelings.
said I do Hoelscher. I'm terrible. I do Hoelscher.
So does Nathaniel. So my brother and I can't even. That's why we're changing the name to Ho Bros. Where it's
Bros,
gonna
like that.
happen.
Be easier. It rolls off a
And
little
then we're
bit.
gonna get sued by the Astros. It's gonna be great.
I'm in, dude. I'm all in
Great.
for controversy.
Hey,
Boys.
thank y'all so much for having me out
No,
there.
dude, you're
I've been
awesome,
wanting
dude.
to
We
for a
love
while,
you, man. We love
and
having you. This is a long time overdue. When I started this when we started this
About a year ago, I want to say, huh?
Yeah, when we started this, I asked you right away. I said, dude, I want you to. I asked him a year ago to get on the show, dude, and I know he's been busy and we've been busy and trying to figure ourselves out, trying to figure out how this works and trying to find a flow to it, man. And we found I gotta stop looking at the TV. We found a flow here, and I think
You're winning. You're winning. You're
No.
fine.
We got I think we got a nice chemistry going here. It's flowing now. The mics flow good, man. And
I'm excited for what this is going to be. I mean, just in 43 episodes, it's changed a good bit.
we're finding our way, man. I think we're finding our way. We're finding our niche, and I'm excited. Our niche, how you want to do it, how you want to say it. Tomato.
Nietzsche.
Yeah, that's
Nietzsche?
I want
I
to.
don't
Nietzsche,
know.
yeah, Nietzsche was a good poet. Good poet, man. But I like I said, 52. I think I think I like that 52.
Yeah.
We bring you guys on. You guys, we sing, we party, we eat some barbecue, or
That'd be fun,
we
man.
cook out, dude. We do
I
something.
have a.
Yeah, if that's possible, I don't know how to do that. I don't even know what
Yeah, we
that
can do that.
means. I'm
We can do
old,
that.
and I don't know what
I
that
have,
means.
I
But
have some cool mics too. If we wanted to, we could probably pull off a couple acoustics
dude, that'd be sweet,
and
dude.
a box or something. I have
Dude, that'd be
some
nice, dude.
yeah.
'Cause
If we were really serious about it, we could
No.
try something out before.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
live
dude.
and
Because I want to do
whatnot.
something with folks that we know. I want to keep it, with people we know and keep it, small circle kind of thing.
I'm
So
just
I'd love
so
to have you
happy
guys
I
in.
didn't talk crap about my brothers because I was totally going to.
Next time, we do
Just
it.
kidding, guys. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
I don't know. I guess we're wrapping up, man. I guess we're done. I guess we're gonna go have a heart attack here in a minute. Me and Trent and Jennifer are gonna go lose our minds here in a minute. Here we got about another quarter to go.
Yeah.
But like I said, by the time this airs, either we'll be in the next round or be at at home. But Trent, what else you got,
dude.
dude?
So I was gonna say before we finished up, thanks for coming on.
Yes,
You know,
sir,
it's,
man. Thank you.
Nice
Yeah,
to
dude.
meet you. And
I'm bummed I didn't get to ask you questions about being a music director
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
dude.
Chris.
Oh, no.
And so
dude,
next time,
we'll
man,
have
I
you
want-
back, dude. We'll have you back.
Yeah, dude. We'll go deep dive, man.
I like the idea of I've got between the two of us. I'm sure we've got plenty of gear to,
Oh,
to
shit,
set
yeah.
up
all the gear.
to set up you guys to do some music. We'll do a little eating, do a little podcast,
Yeah,
have some
dude.
music. We'll
Music.
we'll live stream it to the YouTube channel and
And I'll be able to have beers by then.
all that kind of stuff.
Be able to have beers by then.
Hey, me
Hey.
too.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah. Don't
One
scare,
beer.
Don't scare me
One
like
beer.
that.
Jay,
No.
Come on, one beer.
Don't scare me like
Yeah.
that. We'll be able to have beers again.
It'll be
and-
like the week after. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like the week after.
52. The 52 episode will
So,
be great, dude.
I'm gonna have to pace myself, dude, because
Me too.
I'll get trashed.
We won't make
by,
it.
like,
we won't even be able to
beers,
get to
dude.
the show, dude. We'll be
Okay,
fucking.
you just as long as I'm there, I'll get more trash than you, so no one will
so
say
it'll
anything about
even-
it.
Yeah, there we go,
even
there
out. The curve will be evened out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, this has been fun. Episode 43. This has been
43.
the 52 podcast. We'll check you next time. Adios.
Thank you.
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.